Do it.
We're live, just like that. That's how quick it goes. It's just like that. We're live.
Technology.
All right, we'll fire up the chat here. I'm sure Oreo will be watching it the entire time anyways.
That's right.
Yeah, I forget what y'all were saying.
Yeah, nobody cares.
We're not ones.
Nobody
I want
cares.
to talk to the boys.
Nobody cares.
Oh,
about
I love my picture on the stream is just like this much of my bald head. Awesome. It's like, let me show you my advanced widow speed.
Yeah.
Years of training, right?
There's some boys there. Samurai Chris, Julian, Clockwork Orgy as like clockwork. Look at that. That's how simple it is, man. So I was sitting here messing with this one of those white articulated icon ninjas. I still really enjoy these things. This one has like it doesn't have any of the issues that the original release had, like the hips move. So nice.
Oh, nice.
I know. Like you can even hear
it's actually articulated.
Yeah, you can even hear the clicks. Oh, it's so nice. It's gorgeous.
I was really hoping the leg would just like break off.
Yeah, it'd be like shut it down. I'm like, nah, no more. Oh, look at that. There's bathroom urinal. He's in here. Got him. I got his little.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got his little his icon here. That's
his call sign.
Yeah, this actually this came with an Adult Swim figure like Ken Seven from Harvey Birdman, and it's like one of the coolest like little. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Those are one of those fun props.
Y'all remember those bumpers that would come on Adult Swim?
Yeah.
So there's a trend going on the internet right now where people are like doing their own kind of like Adult Swim bumpers, and it's pretty cool. There was one where like it was like a dad like standing outside of his yard, and he's like, I don't know why dads are like this, like the white text, and he's like, some dads like a good steak, mine just likes a good lawn, and it pans down to his lawn and it's the Adult Swim logo, like
that's awesome.
Into his lawn. Cool stuff like that.
That's awesome, bro. Bring that back, man. That was like some of the most ingenious and like just so simple. It's like so simple and it worked incredibly well. Video Game Donkey does that on YouTube. Like he's one of the few reviewers I really like, and he always does that at the end of his deals. It's like more something stupid at the end. I'm like, I love this guy.
Yeah.
I love him. I definitely love that guy.
I tried to do one like that. I threw up on Insta. It was that picture I did of the Mayfex Joker where his hand was cut off or whatever. It was like 3 hours, 20 missed calls, all for one picture. And then it pans up to like the Joker box, and I like drew like the Adult Swim logo and like a bunch of ha-has around it. It was like worth it.
That was awesome. Man, that was funny. I was actually showing Christine some of your photos yesterday. I was showing her like that Stitch in the bathtub, and I kind of scrolled through, and she's like, "Oh yeah," and that Joker picture where his hand and foot are cut off or whatever. She's like, "Oh God."
Yeah.
She's like, oh God.
The captions. I love the captions too, because like I don't know if anyone reads them, but it's like stupid stuff. For that one, I think I put LOL. That's not good.
Yeah, I was like, it's like such a perfect, like it's just a perfect a caption for it. I was like, that sounds like something he would say. I love it. Love it so much. Man, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of painting while we talk tonight because it's nice and quiet and not gonna be a loud Dremel. I owe one of our dude Luca. No, not Luca. This is for I do owe Luca one. I got his figure still. I got that Iron Man still here. I was gonna set up my airbrush, and then it got Texas hot. I was like, all right, well we'll see if we can. I'll get some ventilation in there and get like a fan going. And he messages me and he's like, hey man, I've got another figure that's broken. Do you think I could send it? I was like, I mean, are you sure you want to do that at this point?
You haven't even gotten this one.
Like, man, yeah, I've like knocked out so many other ones that have come through. It just is. I don't know. Usually whenever a job is more revolving around custom work, it takes me forever, and I mean forever, dude. It's embarrassing. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
You're just standing up on the loot.
It's like,
I don't want to work.
He got offended real bad. Yeah. Yeah. So I think actually we should kick it off by talking about did anybody get any pickups this week, and also did you get anything for Prime Day? I think we had asked in the group earlier, but does
oh yeah,
what all the folks at home?
Yeah, I didn't, man, I was pissed off that I missed that Crewmaru from Samurai Showdown. Apparently that Storm Collectibles we saw, it was like up for $50 for, I guess, 3 seconds or something. I don't know, man. I went and it was 100 and I'm like, no.
Why was it a Prime deal if it's not even going to be up for the whole day? Because like, I remember back in the day, the good old days, you could go on, as long as it's Prime Day, you can get whatever you want.
Yeah. It used to, I'm wondering if it was one of those lightning deals that hits. Because I noticed that you saw it, the Ray for that with her little speeder, like that scrapper speeder, was gone. It's like, oh man. Oh, we got somebody in the group. Karis got the Mafex Joker, which I'm assuming, Dark Knight Rises or Dark Knight Returns. Excuse me. You got that one, Ori. Is that the one you were taking photos of, or was that?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's real good. I really like it. I was on the fence about it, but then I watched Robo's review on it, and I wanted some villains for my DC like multiverse display. So.
Yeah, I did not get that Joker as much as I love the Dark Knight Returns and whatnot. I would probably buy like the Mutant Leader, just because he struck me as more of the villain of that. Actually, it's one of my favorite Jokers though. I love how it's the weirdest mix of feminine and masculine I've ever seen.
It's like David Bowie.
Yeah, it's straight up. It's like so like it's well done, and I do like that, but. I didn't get that one just yet, just because of priorities. I was like, man, there's so many.
I'm betting that one goes down in price too. That doesn't seem like a super sought after.
That's the one that goes up in price. Is the one we say that about. It's
right.
It's how it always goes.
Like the Dr. from Mezco or like KG Beast.
I just don't understand. Oh yeah. The KG Beast is even more surprising than Dr. Fate.
Mm-hmm. Like that it's like an F-list character.
That is just bonkers to me.
They give him a machine gun arm. I mean, you give anybody a machine gun arm, someone's going to want it.
I was about to say, it's the Mez heads love those guns.
Yeah, I know. Some people just like I know some people jumped on it just because they're Mezco. They're going to buy anything Mezco. It's a nice looking figure.
Yeah.
But not
$300 nice.
No, God, not even close.
No.
Well, somebody out there, there's that one, that KGB like super fan out there that's like, my time has come.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is it.
Finally, a toy for me.
Yeah, finally. And like, man, and Mezco too?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
Christmas.
Yeah.
There's always someone who stands a D-lister, man. D-listers are the underappreciated. There's always at least one or five guys who just... there's somebody out there who wants Dot Man, a Mezco polka dot man.
Oh man, I think it's what's funny is like that Harley Quinn cartoon show. I think started put like a different spin on characters, and it's like now I really like that character because of what they've done. Like Kite Man, I would have never given Kite Man the time of day ever. I don't know how you could unless you're just like a really big fan of kites, and then you're like, finally a superhero for me.
Time has come, a superhero for me.
Or excuse me, he's not even a hero; he's a villain. It's like, jeez, it's like the worst. It's like we really need somebody. We need Batman to beat the hell out of a nerd. It's like Kite Man,
right?
It's like why does he have to do that? It's like somebody agreed for that. But yeah, those D-listers become like amazing characters. I guarantee you, if Mezco made a Condiment King, people buy it. They pay $100. I guarantee. Watch, Clayton's about to sound off and be like, "I would." He loves that character. I'm like,
I love condiments.
I love condiments, and I love kings. It's like, dude. Although,
I have a deep-seated relish,
dude. He'd probably have the most killer props you've ever seen in your life. Like
man.
Yeah.
Like a mustard and mayo. Mustard and ketchup chucks.
Yeah. Some stupid machine gun. I think that does like kind of, it makes me think of like characters that I would want from Mezco, and I think they could do a really, really cool. I'd like to see their design on a killer moth. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah. After seeing these like wings now that we're getting, it's interesting to see like what else they're planning on playing with, because that's definitely I don't know. You could tell that when they're trying new things, and I'd say 9 times out of 10 it just works for people.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, like I skipped out on that Vapor, but Del, you got him, right?
I did get Vapor, and I wasn't aware, but it's a steel box guy. So you can get one of these lunch boxes that if you look across, you're gonna dent it just by holding it.
Dude.
It's worth it, dude. It's worth it. It's honestly, I'm not a secondary market guy at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say maybe you get it on secondary market.
Yeah,
I paid $500 for that lunchbox.
Man, right? I'm not even gonna lie.
Like,
dude, I'm such a sucker for steelbook cases. Like in my video games, I will pay like that extra $10 to $15 for a steelbook, and I can't tell you why. I don't know why. Like if like that's an option. So when Mezco does them, I'm like, oh, that's really nice. I'm something about it. I mean, you talk about how you can dent it, but I mean, if you step on a box, you know, at least it's got a little bit of protection there for a freaking $100-something figure.
Mm-hmm.
It was expensive.
Did you go in on the Arkham Knight, like deluxe set or whatever that came with the steel case for the game and the art book and the statue with it?
Was the statue the Batman like on the wait, which one did you say? Did you say City or Night?
Yeah, over the City. Like it's like the memorial that they build for him at the end of the game. Like it's supposed to like light up or whatever. Yeah.
No,
I went in on that.
No.
Not worth $100, let me tell you. But the case is cool.
I did. I got the City one. I got the Arkham City way back in the day from that, but it wasn't like. I don't know. It wasn't anything crazy. What I'm kind of upset that I didn't get was that so I've never played Arkham Origins and I've heard mixed reviews, but that big wall of TVs that the Joker comes with is 6-inch scale. Like,
oh really?
But I mean, I say that and I was like, man, it'd be really cool on my shelf. Taking a photo with it, maybe now it would be cool, but when it came out, everybody had to put like something in front of the TVs, and almost like, and it was funny because 9 times out of 10 it was Joker. I was like, somebody's got to like put something else in front of this, right? Like,
right?
There's so many things you could do with this. It's just a wall of TVs.
Put an old man Hawkeye head in front of the TVs,
dude. Man, if there is, dude, there's no figure that's been more overused than the old man Hawkeye head. No, not none. That's like, that figure needs to be put to rest at this point. Anthony hit me up and he was like, hey, check out these DC customs. And I won't lie, they were really nice. They were like on Marvel Legends bodies. And then there's Aquaman with, you guessed it, a yellow beard and hair. It's not blonde, it's yellow. And it's Aquaman. Yeah. And I'm like,
mustard yellow hair.
I'm like, oh my God, please put that figure to rest. It's a
great. There's a condiment king right there.
Yeah, dude.
Clayton just said that the condiment king should have hot sauces on his belt that he throws at people, and just his catchphrase is "Here's spice in your eye."
Spice in your eye.
So
yeah, Mez has to make it gritty and dark, otherwise he won't like it.
Yeah. So Chipotle, maybe not so much. It's like, so if he's got sauce packets, is it packets or is it like bottles of like mini bottles of Tabasco?
Bottles. He has bottles. Like the gun, he has like bottles.
Could you imagine that dude running down, like trying to sneak up on you? It's like clink, 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 just a bunch of freaking bottles. Like how?
I love all the. I know you don't hate. I know you hate memes, but I love all the memes that have come out. It's like me in Gotham dropping a piece of trash, and it's like cutscenes from the Arkham games of like Batman just wailing on.
Dude, that's hilarious. Oh, that's amazing. Like, why did that dude go into the ER because he drops a piece of trash?
Yeah.
Like, God, are you okay? I'll never.
Barely.
Dude, Gotham's an awful city. It's like, I don't understand why you like, you know. It's like one of those age-old like deals where it's like, well, if you don't like it there, why don't you just move? And it's like, well, I can't just up and move. You would find a way to leave Gotham. Like,
yeah, if I was in Gotham, absolutely.
Oh my God, It's a horrible.
Just in any of these like superhero towns, I feel I would
find
a way to.
Metropolis, you have like this like 3 out of 10 chance to get crushed by like some kind of space rock, but man,
building piece.
I don't know. Gotham's dangerous. Like that's a scary place.
I'd say the DC universe is a little more dangerous than the Marvel universe.
Well,
man, I think after my first costume themed gang, huge violent act, I might have to buy a new apartment somewhere.
Dude.
Right.
Costume themed gang attack. Hey man, what are you doing here? It's like, what is happening? What are y'all doing?
This ragtag group of hooligans in pajamas robbed me at one point.
Imagine that's even the best thing about that is like, you ever think about like the behind the scenes on that where they all have to kind of get together and it's like, it's like his friends in there. He's like, man, you're looking scary. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look up for me. Oh man, you're a scary clown, dude. All right, let's go rob some people. I'm like, man.
You just imagine juggalos, right? Because you just explained juggalos. Just imagine juggalos, but everywhere.
Yeah, that's what most suburban white women think juggalos are. It's like, yep, they come and attack you. It's like, I don't think they're gonna do that.
Time to move. The joking juggalos robbed me again.
It's like, it's just like them whooping and hollering around you, and you're like, oh man, what's gonna happen? I'm really scared. And they just keep doing that. It's like, should we leave?
I'm uncomfortable, but
I'm fine. Did they do anything to you? No, I'm not pressing charges. They're just weird.
They just waste my time. I'm less 10 minutes of my life because
really, really sweaty.
Yeah, but it's like, man, but the Two-Face crew is dangerous. They cut somebody.
Yeah.
They cut them up. It's like, nah.
They'll flip a coin and they're like, heads you live, tails you lose. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, this sucks, man. That one guy who's just like in the gang, like just to be part of something, and he gets tails, and it's like, all right, Terry, you got to kill him. It's like, man, I've only been in jail. I've only been in trouble for like hot checks. It's like, sheesh. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, it's like if the Joker gang comes around and it's your birthday and you actually get legit birthday presents, it's like, it's a 50-50 chance. It's like, oh, damn. Like, I'm happy you gave this to me, but I kind of expect this is going to explode.
Yeah, remember this.
Or it's still a gas.
Remember this day. And don't forget to give us a good review on Yelp. They all like pack into their little car. It's like, we were going to do the whole clown car thing, but Michael really got a bad cramp trying to get in there, and it's actually extremely dangerous to try to drive around like that. Like, you guys are serious. It's like, this isn't working out so well.
One bad move and we're all dead.
Yeah, it's actually, we lost.
Just stop at 6 people.
Yeah! I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Damn it, Terry.
Yeah, it's always going to be Terry. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Every time with it.
It's funny when you really kind of. I would love to be in like the writers' room whenever they're coming up with like these ideas, and it's like I want to see the guy or girl that like questions these things. It's like, I mean, are these guys really scary? It's like, yeah, they're just real bad dudes. Just real bad guys. I'm like, but they look ridiculous. Like, could you, man? The worst would be like, oh no, man, we're all full up, but you can go in the Riddler's crew, and you got to dress in like these stupid like. They look like cat, almost like the cat burglar suits with like stupid question marks all over them. Like,
I'd pass out. Like, how do you move in those?
Like, I hate this.
Well, thank you.
This is ridiculous. This is
that guy over there is too excited. I can tell.
Yeah.
Because how tight it's suited.
Yeah. This whole outfit leaves nothing to the imagination. Like, it's.
It always cracks me up how people, like some people trip. It's not as bad now, but they always trip about like, oh, it's not comic book accurate, like in the movies and TV shows. Like, do you want it to be?
Yeah.
Like the other day, Lou Ferrigno, like he was being interviewed, and he was like, yeah, I take pride in the fact that I'm better than a lot of these superheroes today because I never wore a costume. It was just
jorts and a bad wig.
Yeah, jorts, a bad wig.
That's awesome.
They got a spray can out and just sprayed him up green. He's good. 10 minutes in the makeup chair.
No,
I'm glad that he felt good about himself, though.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm the virtual Fairburn.
No, you can't do that. No, That's so bad. It's like, oh.
Was that your best Lou impression?
That was his like, that's best deaf guy impression.
Oh, okay. Is he deaf? Is that what's wrong with him?
Yes. Yes.
Was it one? Is it one? It's one ear, right? I think he's deaf.
Oh, I thought he was deaf. I don't know.
He might be. I'm not sure.
I thought he just got hit in the head a bunch.
No, well, I mean, he could have.
Yeah, and I guess that could have led to the deafness.
I don't know if that's what led to the deafness or not.
I don't know.
Oh man, Captain McKay is in the group. He said, "Gentlemen, good to see you, fellas. Thanks for stopping by, Cap."
Cap.
Easily one of my favorite people on the planet.
Yeah, I hit him up, in our group a bunch, but also like apart from our group, and we always talk Ninja Turtles.
Hey, he's the guy to talk about. He's like, it's funny when Cap, I was like, you want me to join, invite you into this group? It's like us. I mean, you might want to turn off your notifications because it's always going off. We're talking constantly. And I was like, he's funny because he's like this middle ground because it's like the wrestling and the Ninja Turtles and like the thing and Mortal Kombat. And there's these awesome, like, just weaves. I'm like, I love it. I love seeing the different people kind of join in like that. It's awesome.
Love the well-roundedness.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been getting a kick out of the Technodrome Dio that Cap's working on right now on his shelf. It looks, those would fit on my shelves real well. Just saying. Julian, we're asking who is deaf. We're saying Lou Ferrigno. I believe he's I don't know if he's full deaf or just like half deaf, but he's definitely, there's definitely some deafness.
Right.
I think that's how that works, right? There's definitely some deafness there.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. He's
still great.
Yeah,
that's a legend that I'd like.
I just don't
Julian
know.
was that. What shelf should he put Hercules on?
Also from the TV show?
I don't know. The only Hercules worth fronting is Disney Hercules. But you got to get a Disney Hercules and the Disney Hades. That perfect boom right there.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago when they announced that that Hercules figure, the first one, like at the panel, they were playing like the music from the movie. And I was like, you cheeky bastards.
Yeah.
Think you're so cute, huh?
Yeah. Was that the which figure was that? Was that the diamond?
That was a Hercules in one of the Avengers waves.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ended up you got that diamond one, right?
Yeah. I got the Disney Diamond Select Hercules and the Marvel Legends like comic Hercules.
Is that Diamond Select worth getting?
I mean, if you like Hercules, you don't do much. He kind of just stands there like.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Heroic.
I always feel bad about Diamond Select. I'm like, man, you guys are almost there. Always. It's like if you guys just stuck to really large like characters, I think you would be you'd be selling a lot more.
I got a whole bunch of crap in the Fwoosh forums after I got the Select Loki because like he was a good figure on his own, but I'm curious and we always talk about like modding figures and shortening figures, so I modded him so that he's shorter than like the Bucky Cap now, like he's in 6-inch scale and he looks great because he had like really long like legs or whatever.
Yeah.
And I posted in the Fwoosh forums, I'm like, hey, look at this, this cool thing that I did, and everyone's just like, you don't need to do that. What's wrong with you?
Oh, wow. It's like you don't really need a 7-foot tall Loki, do you?
Yeah, they were like, he's Asgardian, like he'd make himself look bigger, and I'm like, sure, by a couple of inches, not by a foot.
I'm like, look at how Loki's always been drawn.
Right.
Oh.
Right. I don't know, but people, Diamond Select has their loyal fans.
I did.
How many? Like 5?
Yeah, the same loud 5 people.
Yeah, it's like they get together. It's like, they get together. They put their clown makeup on, and here they come. They're gonna. It's like, oh no, it's the Diamond Boys. I was like, no.
The Diamond Boys, man.
Diamond Boys are so sparkly.
Yeah, there's another, just another Gotham troop coming after you. Just a bunch of scary.
There's actually rivals. There's rivals in the Diamond set. You got the statue side and the action figure side.
Oh yeah.
They do not get.
We're the McFarlane Boys in that.
There's
gotta be plenty of the.
This figure's good, I swear.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with them, but you're getting an articulated statue. Really, that's what you're getting.
I think I'm really actually most excited to see McFarlane actually starting to. I don't know how this has happened, but he's starting to do his figures and like that was the witch hunter spawn or whatever. Whichever the pilgrimage looking one, I'm like, that's what I want. I want those figures. I want like a command. That still blows my mind. That 12-inch spawn. I'm like, what are you doing? Why? You could have literally made 2 7-inch commando spawns for the price of that big goofy. I'm like, I mean, it looks nice. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, why?
Yeah. Those Crab Rangoon, like pink Batman figures are clogging the pegs over at my Target.
Right. They're just full of delicious crab with a
clogging the pegs, I'm like, I left my soy sauce at home, man. I can't.
When did that Crab Rangoon? Dang it.
Went fishing.
They're always like 30 deep at Target, man. It's like, who are they stocking that shelf for?
Right. They're getting more. So maybe if you just had more. Maybe if they knew that they were in demand.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, like take a few off the shelf or fool me. Try to fool me a little bit.
Right.
It's like how many of those Omegas could they have possibly put on the shelf where I was like, I get it. He's the cheap.
That was a fun one though. That topped my that made it to like my top surprising of the year list. Man, especially with the thigh cuts and everything. Yeah.
I really like the Wonder Woman from that wave. She was really nice. I like that one. That's one of the few that I was like, I think I'll keep that one. I'm definitely trying to. I think I might keep a Justice League from McFarlane just to have. I was thinking about selling them, and then like they just didn't sell, and I was like, well, maybe I can find a place for them on the shelf. What else do you do at that point? And I was like, well, I got this John Stewart, and I was like, cool. There's a Green Lantern. I can just slap them on the shelf and just put them whatever. But we'll see. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I feel like McFarlane could make a really cool Cyborg. I just feel like he would be a fun one, especially to have in like 7-inch scale. Like just a big fit. Because I remember I've got pieces of a DC Direct one that looked so dang cool. It was easily the coolest one I'd ever seen, but it just didn't have the articulation. And right now he's been cut and stripped out. And what is this? It says my meeting's gonna end in 10 minutes.
Better get to the point.
Yeah, exactly. YouTube's like, come on, man, wrap it up.
Is that for real? That's like on my Zoom. It straight up said that. It said to upgrade to end the 40 minutes. Didn't we talk on this for like, how was that?
Like 5 hours.
5 hours yesterday? I wonder if that was it. Okay, hang on.
I showed up, just, a little late.
All right.
Wasn't looking at my notifications.
No, you're good. That's fine. It was just like, all right, we'll see what we can do here. We'll see if we can beat the clock. It looks like I've got 8.5 minutes to try to upgrade it. That is ridiculous.
What you need to do is like do the classic like movie hacker thing where like,
I'm in.
Yeah. Slap your keys a little bit.
I'm in. All right.
Yeah, just do the Muppet piano playing motion.
I can't. I can't. That's funny. I looked up at the screen and I was like, "What's on Liddell's face?" It was like a big blue like button. It said like upgrade. I'm like, "Oh no! Like, what is upgrade?"
All right, guys, we need your help. We need you all to download Streamlab right now to keep the stream going. Just a simple donation of $10.99 for this.
Dude,
every minute, $10.
That is so
the content
stupid.
alive.
All right, hang on. Let me.
Care Bear stare for $10.
That is so dumb. I'm like, oh my god! Of course that happened.
Someone's done it. I guarantee you, someone's done it.
Oh, Cap's distracting us from our impending doom by bringing up that Batcave that McFarlane's putting out, the 66 Batcave.
What?
Ooh, yeah.
I have not been paying attention to any of that.
Yeah, man, it's like this 24-inch long like Adam West Batcave.
What?
Yeah. I'll probably
it's like $200.
What was that?
How expensive is it? I'm expecting like.
I don't know if they have a price yet, but I don't know. He's able to put out like these big things for pretty cheap. I mean, cheap. I think they would.
Well, yeah, like all his stuff is really heavy, right? He always put.
Look at all this plastic.
Yeah, look at all this.
It's like that's for $19.99.
Look at all this plastic. It's just a block of melted plastic in a box. Like, look at all this plastic.
What are we supposed to do with all that plastic, man?
Just stare at it.
Put it. It's like so much plastic. Why is there so much? Look what you're getting for. You're paying like next to nothing for all this plastic.
Yeah,
I know. It amazes me what he can do for $19 that someone like Hasbro can't do for $25.
Hey, look, Marvel Legends can do no wrong.
It's just Bucky caps, all you can see. Just no molds. Just give me the Bucky cap body and just paint it.
Do you follow any of the Hasbro guys on like Twitter or Insta or anything like that?
No. I try not to.
It's funny now because they're becoming self-aware. They're more self-aware now with all their posts. Like with this last reveal of that translucent Miles, it was Ryan. He put out, man, well at least it's a new body, or like, or like they posted a meme. It's Patrick from SpongeBob like tied down, ready for a crowd to throw tomatoes at him, and the caption is Bucky Cat body still holds up.
No.
So they know what they're doing, and like I get it, like you got to make money, but also
that is so funny.
I like that they're not taking themselves too seriously.
Well, yeah, and how many of the figures are literally just dudes in spandex suits? I mean, what are you gonna do?
Right. You're not gonna give me a new sculpt for the guardsman? How dare you?
How dare you?
Boo, I say.
Yeah.
I quit the whole.
It's ridiculous. That's really funny,
man.
God, I hate
the hood guy do stuff though.
The hood?
Yeah, he got a hood. He got that yelling face. I mean, that didn't come from nothing.
That's all you need. The whole budget went into sculpting the stress lines in his mouth.
Exactly. and you like in 6 months they'll just release him as the Teamster. And they'll just give him like random blue collar jobs after that.
Yeah.
Yo, Sonny's posts using that figure crack me up because it's like he posted one of like when your wife tries to drag you out of Target and it's the hood figure screaming as like the opposite figures trying to drag him out of the
store. No. That's funny.
Well, that's clever, which I appreciate.
Yeah, like I'm fine with that.
And especially because they got like right next door, they're dropping Joes, and Joes are just a whole other level of detail. Well, for now, right? They've already released the same figure 5 times, and everything's stealing from everything else. But
right. Do you think do you think people are like sick of the Joes yet? Like,
I think people are sick of trying to get them.
Right.
Everybody loves them. They look cool, right? But it's like, oh wow, it's either you're going to live in a Target, which is like 90% of the time we do live in Target, but you're living in a Target or you're living on eBay, and it's a shame. It's a shame.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have yet to give in to scalper prices for any figure that I like really, really want.
That is admirable. Thank you for choosing Zoom.
Yeah.
The host is upgraded to a pro account. Oh snap!
We got it. All right.
Oh man.
We're back in.
Someone's out diamond handed. They're diamond handed this shit.
I made went ahead and we've upgraded our Zoom now. It's $15 for a month. So I bought it.
We're gonna need like 5 of you guys to break your figures and send them the bill so that he can make that money back.
It's like
we're gonna need to at least 5 times a week to make it worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I was like, come on, man, are we serious right now? That's weird. Whatever. Anyways, good. It's for the people. We do this for the people.
Yeah,
for the people.
Man, so while we've been sitting here talking and whatnot, I've actually gone through and Corey had suggested I was asking him like, what's like one of the best paints for metallic and whatnot. And he had suggested this Vallejo Model Air Chrome.
Oh.
Look at, man, this is like, so I just painted this like with a brush. I'm not sure how well it's going to show up. But I mean,
yeah, I see it.
It's stupid smooth. This was with a brush. So
what's that for? What figure?
So this is for this big old Iron Man for Luca that I did the metallic or the excuse me, the magnetic arms. So pretty good. You know, for magnets, that's pretty awesome.
So you're pretty much giving Iron Man a shiny metal ass.
Yeah, because he had as Luca put it, he had pink panties on. And it looked that way. It's a common issue, which is kind of sad, but this little piece right here, you can see it's like, you know, it's bendy. And for some reason, this is the piece that wants to discolor. It went from like this beautiful, like kind of hot rod red to like, well, you can't obviously can't see it now, but it was like this weird like if you were to leave a really shiny car outside, and you know whenever the sun bleaches starts matting your car out, it's like it was like that, which is really strange because it was all the way around. So there's no way it was just like left on the shelf in the sun. It had everywhere. Yeah. It was crazy.
Right. Well, nothing you can do about it except repaint it.
And that's where we are. That's where we are right now. I'm repainting this, and I think what we'll do is take the if I can find it. If you guys haven't played with this, if any of you guys are painters out there, or if you guys are, these Tamiya. Oh, here we go. Yeah, these Tamiya clear colors. These things they're insanity. They're so awesome. Like, just paint over whatever, especially if it's metallic, and they just leave this awesome translucent color on them. They've only got like, as far as I remember, they have like red. I think I have them all: red, yellow, orange, blue, and green. I think is what they did, which I really was happy that they made orange, just so I can make orange lightsabers.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, just for me. That's the anybody else. I wish they made a translucent purple. That'd be kind of cool. So I was thinking in lightsaber tones. So, but you know, anyways, those are pretty cool.
That silver wasn't thinned out and it laid down that smooth for you.
I'm very impressed. Yeah, extreme. Wow. Well, it's meant for an airbrush because it's Vallejo air. So I guess it's already thinned down basically, and so I just used I'm pretty sure this is a pretty cheap brush, but it has like you can just feel it with your fingertip, like it's got a nice smoothness to it. And so just kind of going over, I was like, this is amazing. I figured, why not try it? If anything, I can always remove it, you know, whatever. So we did it. I was like, geez, this is crazy.
Right. It's like with the mask heads, like that same airbrush paints they use with the mask heads, like really thin.
Yeah. I think I've got that. What is it? A Scorpina green? Is that right?
Yeah. I use it. I use like fluorescent.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty fluorescent. I mean, it's pretty green. I love that I bought this so I could paint those mask heads, and then I sent them to Ryan to paint. I was like, thank you. Do that. I don't think I haven't even tried those. This is one of those paints I got when I was with you that day, Ori. I never even painted. I haven't even used it yet. I don't know if they're. Hopefully these are good because I haven't really messed with them.
I've used the yellow. The yellow was pretty nice.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's a pretty big testament then. Because yellow is yellow. And speaking of yellow, that's enough. Man, I've been getting a lot of requests for paint. Like, I don't do paint jobs at all, but it's like, hey, there's a scratch on this. Can you do that? And it's like, look at this. This person there's like a scratch on the head of this Nendoroid. I'm not sure what character it is, but you probably can't see it, but there's like a scratch it's right here. There's just a slight discoloration, so slight.
Oh, okay.
Right there. See it. But it's like an ombre effect almost, so it goes like kind of darker to yellow. I'm like, cool, that's gonna be fun. I was like, yeah, I think I can I think I can handle that, and I'm like, why do I take paint jobs?
Nendoroids are kind of tricky too because they have like that matte, like that specific matte coating on them too. I had to touch up my my Stitch because I was moving him around a lot with some paint.
No kidding, huh? That's fun. Yeah, and then I've got another one that I still need to paint for, like I said, Esteban Barraza, one of our guys that pops in here quite a bit, and he had ordered 2 masks, which obviously I don't let people pay until they're done, so you know I don't get yelled at or I don't have any sense of urgency or like I don't owe you anything or I have no responsibility. Leave me alone. No, it's but he's like since he's always been one of the dudes, I was like, hey, you know, he ordered 2 painted ones, which I was like, wow, I really appreciate that. I was like, do you want a special one? He's like, yeah, make it lilac. I was like, all right. I was like,
lilac. Okay, so you're breaking up the color swatches now.
He straight it up. Yeah, I got like a pretty nice one here. I was like, all right, I got you. But yeah, that's our crew. I did order on Amazon for that Prime Day. The only toy or figure that I got was the credit collection Dark Trooper or Death Trooper, whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I said,
just cause
because I was sad that Crewmaru was out, and I saw him and he's like there for $17, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's the only one I needed from that credit collection, so I just went for it.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, all right, so that's.
I didn't get anything on Amazon. Everything I got through the Disney store since they're doing free shipping today.
Yeah, I was. There was nothing on there that I really wanted, which sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even their legends were like, we already have the MODOK, and like everything else, like you already had or you didn't really want.
What I really like from the Disney store, the stuff that I really like, and I haven't bought any of them, are those toy box figures.
Yeah,
those look
they're great.
So I want the Ant-Man and Wasp, but I never got a hold of them, and I don't know. Those things seem to rise in price pretty quick. So,
some of them, yeah. I did a check on a few of them, and they've like retained. They're not like too expensive. Mm-hmm. The most that I've seen is like maybe $30, maybe.
Those look cool. Of them. Those look really cool. I don't know. There's something about that design and that look that I was like, yeah, I'm down with this. This is pretty cool.
Yeah. I got a good chunk of it. I got a Zurg playset from Toy Story.
Oh, nice!
Comes with like a little moon base and like a little Zurg.
That's awesome. Aren't they putting out Aren't we getting Nendoroids of Buzz and Woody?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, thought so. I was like, that's odd.
That Sentinel is that Sentinel. That's Good Smile doing Nendoroid.
Good Smile. Yeah, Good Smile.
Good stuff. It's like Good Smile and Sentinel are on the come up. Like those are two companies they're doing like huge lines that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It's so funny, man. And you look at those like lines and crazy stuff like that, and like the it's always the companies that do the outlandish things that you're like, why is that company doing that? Like. We just the other day, Ori and I were talking about, man, it's like, man, we want some figures of those variant Lokis that are popping up in the show. And then, I mean, within like hours or minutes, it was like Funko Pop's doing them. It's like,
yeah. Are you going to be that weirdo in the NECA section digging through the Funko Pop boxes?
No.
Are you going to ask a Target employee to get a Funko out of the back for you?
Man, I've seen those guys too, and they're great. They're feverishly looking for that Funko Pop.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Oh man, just to say, Liquid Momentum said, "Thanks for all your videos. Help me fix a mod. A lot of figures. Huge thanks and appreciation. Thank you, Liquid, for being here. Brian Pena's here, and the Plunderling says, hey guys, I don't know if you guys have seen any of those new updates from the Plunderlings, but you want to talk about a company that's like." Not only just listening to fans, but giving us some really cool stuff. I love.
I can't wait for the strongs and the longs.
I don't think what I think the coolest part about that is it wasn't just like, hey, we're just gonna do more of the same, but just in different colors. It's like no, right. you went hard on that. So I was like, that is so freaking cool. It does kind of remind me of how Spyro and the Animal Kingdom. I love how like a lot of them are the similar base, but then you got all these cool swappable parts, and then they're like. Hey, you want Thane? Yeah. You want this Thane, this big gorilla character, and like just right there at the end gave that to us. I'm like, man, that's what I love these. I love these like independent companies that we're seeing in great success at this point. Is really cool. And
even in this new wave, like they're introducing lizard people, like an entirely new bunch of lizard people.
Yeah, I saw that. They're gonna have bunny rabbit people. Like, how can I not want to buy that?
There you go.
Gotta have it.
A lot of people are interested in that.
I'm in, man. I mean, just to think of Bucky O'Hare and Usagi and whatnot, and it's like, yeah, like those characters just kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of weird like that. Like I like to almost kind of make these characters that are kind of, I don't know, if they're from another, like something like was it Jackson from Star Wars? I'm like, man, I just feel like that he needs to be in the Ninja Turtle like universe. Like that's just any kind of animal, like anthropomorphic character. I'm like, that's Ninja Turtles now.
Yeah, I did a shot with that Grodd that I kit bashed, fighting the Revoltech turtles, and he looked like a Ninja Turtle villain.
Isn't that awesome? Like it just fits.
Yeah.
Just a question: how are you enjoying your Revo Turtles?
Oh, they're incredible. I'm so glad I got them. Man. So glad I got them. Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, it's a fun. He's so funny, man. That's the second set that he's sold to one of our friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had another set before and he sold them to Clayton. Clayton asked him all the time. He was like, man, are you doing anything with those turtles? You're not doing anything, right? You want to sell them? And he's like, no, I'm keeping them. And then finally, because he had found...
he finally did.
Yeah, we found him at a store we used to go to called the Lost Toys. And there they were. And they were there for like, it was great prices. Really good prices. Yeah. And Clayton's like, oh, I think I want that. And Ant's like, yeah, I'm buying them. He already had them in his hand. And Clayton missed out on him, and then all those years later, he finally like, yeah, here you can. I'm gonna sell them to you. He's like, oh my god.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll sell Clayton back that at Mezco Harley. You know.
You won't.
I'm waiting for Iron-Headed Tony, man. One day.
Yeah, one day.
Right.
I'll be buried with my toys.
That's what I had to do, man. I had to make like I did that one time. I was like, hey, I'm going on some kind of trip or something like that. I was like. So if anything happens, I had to like lay it all out. I'm like, this is where they're going. And then like, our group keeps getting bigger, so I like feel bad. I'm like, all right, you guys can divvy up the Funko Pops if you want.
What's Christine getting?
Oh God, the dogs. She can have them.
Dogs, no toys. Huh?
I can't take them with me. This is the last thing she would want. She'd be like, you'd better have a will, because I don't want to take care of that garbage when you're gone.
Like, come on. Dust your Donatellos?
Yeah. Get rid of these. He sure
Corey showed up.
So
Mr. Caston Cave himself is over there.
What's up? What's up, Caston Cave?
No one cares about that.
Yeah, no one cares.
No one cares about him. He pals around with Robo these days. He's there talking for hours on end with Robo about lizard people and God knows what. Probably some Bigfoot. That's all. That's all.
But
it was funny because I was on their stream yesterday, and like Robo pulls up some of the comments sometimes. It keeps them on the screen when he reads them. I typed in "acknowledge my booze, Corey," and he pulled it up. But then him and Corey were talking for like a good hour. So for an hour, my comment of "boo, Corey, boo" was just on the screen.
Damn it! Oh man, that sucked. Yeah, because I was like, we were in the middle of like testing and talking and whatnot, just just chatting it up. It was like, hey, Corey's on with Robo. I was like, what? Because I thought he was. I asked him earlier. He was like, I think Robo wants me on his show. I was like, oh, is that just a dream you had? Is that happening? He's like, who knows? And I was like, okay. If otherwise, I would have been sitting there watching that the whole time. I could have got work done while doing that.
Corey, you don't have any friends. What are you talking about?
It's like, shut up, Corey.
Go back to bed.
Like, dang it.
We don't have charisma. We're not outgoing. We all live in the basement here.
He was doing it the whole time. It's like, sheesh.
Isn't charisma that disease you get from eating bad seafood?
Yes, it is. Also going outside and bathing. That's how you get charisma. You don't want that.
Yeah.
No, thank you. He said,
I got my stomach pump. I got charisma last night.
Well, I got a little bit of that charisma.
I had a little bit of that charisma.
No.
Laid me up 2 weeks.
That's not how that works. Oh my God, no. Although I do want to ask, like this was kind of something silly that we were kind of kicking around. Earlier, you guys might have heard us make a knock about the old man Hawkeye head, and kind of kicking around the idea of the most overused character or like figure part that you've ever seen. I'd like to know, y'all, like, I know we've only got a few people in there, but if you guys, what is like the one figure you've seen used over and over and over again? Like, can you think of any more? Because it's like, I feel like our joke has turned from that old man Hawkeye head because it's on everything at this point.
Yeah.
But it's like, I remember I used to think about back in the day when we didn't have as many options to choose, like for figures and whatnot. And I cannot tell you how many characters ended up in the film Nick Fury jacket.
Oh my god.
It was ridiculous. It's one of those things. Or also the DC bodies. People used to. It was funny. People used to make, because it's kind of funny. It's been like a stepladder fighting deal where it was like, all right, Marvel Legends, and then DC came out. It's like, I think these are the better figures, and then Hasbro started, and it's like DC still better. And then Hasbro finally started catching up to that, and it was like, oh man, DC has not been able to catch up, and it's so sad. I guess McFarlane's the closest we've had, right?
Yeah, for better or for worse.
Right. Yeah. I mean, at this point, that's
get you some Jazzware Batman with the crimpy hands.
Crimpy hands. Yeah, those, dude. It makes me think of the Wave 4 Punisher from Toy Biz back in the day. He had these hands that were like this, and if you tried to put him on a gun, it was like this awkward, like he just couldn't hold the thing right. I think I found one gun that fit him right, and I was like, this is the only gun he'll ever have. This is it.
It's fully his hands.
This is it. Oh yeah, Josh Smith said suited bodies. My God. Yeah, when it's just constantly, it's like, at least paint the tie, I don't know. I'm just like, I guess I'm such a like snob when it comes to like, I don't mind a lazy custom. In fact, sometimes that's brought forth some of the coolest ideas. But when you see it used over and over and over again, I'm like, man, if you put just a little bit of effort in there, there'd be something so incredible. Like,
Wade, in one of his streams, he brought up the Extreme Sets diorama, specifically the Subway one. Like you see that all the time on Insta, and once you see it once, it's everywhere, and you're like, oh, okay, it looks like that's an Extreme Set diorama. Like some of my favorite dios are the ones where you like, I don't know, you can't tell what it is or where it's from specifically, but like there's so many shots online where I'm like, oh, okay, I know where that is.
Yeah,
that's I've got that same one. That's why I've stopped using it as much into my pictures.
Oh man, I bought one Extreme Set, but I bought the police station interior, and I don't think I don't think I've ever used it. I think I opened it once, and I was like, this is pretty cool. I was like, I can't wait to use this. And now that I think about it,
apparently you can wait.
Apparently I can. Yeah, it's like I honestly have no idea where that is, and that's a fairly large box, like to go to lose. But you can slide it in and out, so I don't know where that thing's at right now. So I'm sure it'll pop.
That's what Christine claimed.
Yeah, she took the set.
I wasn't gonna say anything, and I kind of got this hookup. I know we've got the Plunderlings in here. I've got a early version of the Plunder Strong.
Oh yeah.
Ah! That is,
dropping stuff right here.
I love that.
It looks great. Look at all that sculpted detail they put in.
Dude, if you put on
this works.
Man, if you were to put on the, I bet you anything, the Cursed Idol, or like the red. I bet the red. He'd go on there. The Fury.
Yeah.
It doesn't speak. This has no right to look this good.
That is that's a pretty big baff, right? I don't have that. I'm not a big Deadpool guy, but
he's like 9 inches.
He's thick, as the kids call him.
As the kid,
He's so
it's a big.
That
boy.
almost worked.
That's a big boy. Oh, it'll be really fun is whenever the Ironmonger comes out to pop a Plunderling head on that body.
Not on the Obadiah Stane body, but on the Ironmonger
body. No, God, why?
I was like, why would you
you're confused. You're like, why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that?
Recreate that, I don't know, like a businessman? Like, hello.
Yeah, I get it. Although I would like some suits for my Plunderlings would be great.
Suited Plunderling bodies?
Yeah, I'm down for that. Like them on like bag phones, not like like the old car phones and whatnot, where it's like him like in a boat, like a ski boat, just like talking on his
magnetic glasses. Just get some magnetic glasses on there.
Yep.
Power suit.
So how far like in the future? How far do we want to modernize the Plunderlings?
I think it's like where you don't want to go too far. I think about as far as like. It's funny. It's kind of a bad look at it, but I was like, the way I see it is like, the Assassin's Creed like games and whatnot. Like, I think that's as far as you go. and not going outside of the game and that stupid animus thing that they do that they always have to pull in.
Yeah.
I hate that. But it's like, yeah, you gotta I don't know. I think it's one of the coolest things, but it's like, you know, it's so heavily based in that like Caribbean and whatnot, you know. So I don't know how if they would ever stray from, you know, how far they would stray from that, but man, I'm telling you that if that's where it comes down, where it's like, man, we've really exhausted the Caribbean, which I don't know if that's possible, but if they get to that point where they're like, man, we want to go into other things. What was it? I think it was it Dell, you said it. I think it was the Thunderstrongs or the Thunderlings. Thunderlings
That's
and
right.
Thunderstrong. Yeah, I'm like,
just
dude.
really thick Plunderlings with really big old thighs.
Dude.
No.
And just have them all female. Just make them Disney moms.
Man.
Yeah. The Pixar mom Plunderlings. Yeah.
She got them Thunderlings.
Yeah.
Thunderlings. There you go.
I'm sitting here like I gotta pre-order that toy.
No. God damn. Man, that's ridiculous.
You got text over a picture of Ori. That's my fetish.
That's so bad. I gotta pre-order this. I just got to.
Yeah, sweating, hands over the. I message him. I couldn't pre-order any. Come on, Ricky, please.
It's like it's just all caps. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Calm down, son. It's just a drawing.
Yeah. It's like out of control.
I've been waiting for this my entire life.
Man, I'm not gonna lie though. Look at that, Plunderlings in space. I would love I would want cowboy Plunderlings. Like, I think that'd be the coolest thing. Like sheriff Plunderlings with their cowboy hats, big old ears coming out. I'm like, dude, there's just, I think, too much that you could go. Although a Plunderling in a sombrero and poncho would be amazing. Like, absolutely. I love that.
How the West.
Oh yeah, I think that's the beauty of it, is that there's no ethnicity. It's like, just go for it.
Right.
How the West was Wonderlings.
Oh my God, Wonderlings. How do you?
We did it.
I got your joke. I don't like
it. He said he don't like it.
Just get some skinny, nerdy ones and call them Blunderlings. I mean, they're right to tell. You can do so many things.
All right, Liddell. See ya. There we go. Bye. He's like, wait, no. It's like, no.
We've booted our third member from the meeting.
It's like blue leaves. It's like, what happened, guys? It's like the Blunderlings, man. You blew it. You blunderlinged it. You blunderlinged it.
That could be amazing. You know, they could be the antagonists. The antagonists could be the Blunderlings.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm actually loving a Blunderling right now. Not gonna lie. Like, I'm
telling you.
That's what he's gonna be like. Ricky's gonna be like, what is happening? What are y'all doing? Man. What are y'all doing with my...
You know what? You know what's overused? Speaking of overused, Plunderlings are overused. Casting Cave head sculpts are overused. Stop buying from that guy.
Overused.
Wow.
That guy's making too much money.
I see those guys. I see those heads everywhere. Stop it. Look too good.
It's like, I just hate them. I am, you know, it's funny. I am like, I have this constantly next to me. I've been working on that Mythos Obi-Wan, which I've just kind of basically got the cape and just some goggles right now, which these goggles aren't even accurate. But that's what me and Corey keep talking about. I'm like, man, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this or not, but he's got an amazing backpack. And it's just got his gun and like it's got like a netting in it and stuff like that. And I'm like, how do we do this? How do we make this happen? I know it's going to come down to some 3D printers. I'm like, man, can we get them to 3D print all the little pieces? Because I was like, I don't want just a big chunk on his back. And it's like, got it. It'd be awesome to be able to take the pieces out, be able to put some extra stuff in, like a little cool netting that's around it. And not like, I don't know if you guys have the Chewbacca with C-3PO, where you could take them apart and put them in the bag. Dude, the bag is a mess, and it's so hard to put them in there. It's just like such a mess. I was like, how does this thing work? It's like, I don't know, man. I feel like it'd be like the first version of when they decided they're gonna put the kids in those carriers where you can carry them on your chest. I guarantee you, one was just like some kid like, this hurts. Like, this isn't fun. Like, it's not comfortable.
Yeah, he just gets stuck that way for the rest of his life.
Yeah, that's it.
This is my life.
My arm's like this because of this stupid thing I was hanging in when I was a kid, and it's always like this.
I saved my mom.
It's always.
I saved my mom 5 minutes once 20 years ago. This is my life.
Yeah, saved my mom 5 minutes. That's exactly. Dang it. Casting case said he's gonna get the backpack sculpted. Does that mean you're gonna sculpt it? Oh, he also said Ori went too far.
I need to be stopped.
Yeah.
Cancel me.
You're out of. Oh no. It's gonna happen.
Cancel cave.
It's gonna happen.
Cancel cave. That's right.
That's gonna. I mean, as long as you're not trying to like, ship Bucky and Falcon, because apparently that can get you into a lot of trouble if you're against that. You just gotta be careful. Be careful, because now they're going after Mac. The people are already going after. The people are going after Captain America now. What world are we living in?
No one's safe.
No one's safe. He couldn't even be Captain America for like 4 months. And then they're already trying to get him. Like, man, let's get him. Let's get Captain America. I'm like, here we go. Like, chill out, man. Just
I get that reference.
Nice. Nice.
Have to happen eventually. Liddell, you watch any of the Disney Plus stuff? Or are you still not Disney Plus?
No, man. I got to be that one guy who's like, I'm not paying for Disney Plus.
Right.
Paying for everything. Yeah. We just don't really, between Patty and I, we don't watch a whole lot of anything Disney. So I pretty much just read what you guys say, and then I'm like, yeah.
You get the rest from YouTube clips.
That's right. It's all out there.
Fill in the blanks, yeah.
Have you seen that? Been watching Loki?
Yeah, man, I love it.
See, that's the one I'm interested in, because you got Hiddleston, who does a great job as Loki.
Mm-hmm.
You got Whoa in there, being a straight.
No. Joey Lawrence is not in the
I was about to say that was Joey Lawrence. It has to be Wow. Could you imagine those two together? Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, now I want Joey Lawrence in the MCU.
I want him in there.
Oh my goodness.
Bring him back.
Oh my goodness.
It's time to bring him back. Thanks.
They seriously need to get Urkel in the MCU.
Oh man.
As Steve Urkel. Not Jaleel White,
but
as Steve Urkel.
You don't want to like redeem his career or anything. We want to just bury him further.
Yeah,
I want her to be a screw up in a major scientific thing, and he's like, "Can I do that?"
No.
He's an underrated child actor. He played like 10 characters on that show. I was watching a documentary the other day where he was like, the whole cast was like praising him because they were like, he did like what no other kid in that time could do. Like he brought so many characters. He played them all so well. And like there were talks about like a Family Matters like revival or reboot or whatever. And then someone in the comments was like, I don't know if you want Jaleel in his 40s putting on those suspenders again.
We do.
It wouldn't be the same way.
We do. We want that.
Oh, you want that? Yeah.
This is what we need. Dude.
There was a big stink that some of the actors, because he played like a female cousin of his or whatever on one episode only. And like I think it was the dude that plays Carl Winslow on that show who was just like, I don't know. Yeah, he was like, I don't know how I feel about like a black man in a dress, like you're kind of setting our people back.
Oh wow.
Oh sure.
And then like
Jamie Foxx, that guy, he didn't do anything.
Well, like it got to the point to where Jaleel's like, "Yo, I'm a kid. Why are you telling me this?"
Yeah.
It's still make believe for me. It's magical.
Yeah, and his dad had to come on set and be like, "My son's never playing this character again, but he crushed it."
Yeah.
Never forget that. Like he killed it.
He went backstage with Carl and was like, "I agree."
Yeah.
It's like, no son of mine's gonna wear a dress unless he's getting paid a lot of money for it. Then we're okay.
Hey.
Reverse Captain America chamber. Jaleel turns into Urkel.
It's like, what happened?
That would be hilarious. We need him to say, "Did I do that?" at least once.
Pretty much the transformation station that he had. As soon as they introduced the transformation station, then he turned into like Bruce Lee Urkel and like Stefan Urkel. I was like, I'm lost.
What's happening?
But I still kept.
Oh man!
Wasn't the series finale like he went to the moon?
I don't remember.
That's right.
If that was one of those shows, like it was TGIF, right? Where they were on for a decade and then stopped. And I think I got the Urkel train before it ended.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was like what, that and like Step by Step. It's like
like different strokes.
Yeah, I think different strokes was way before TGIF.
Oh, was
it? Yeah.
Different strokes was a whole other thing.
Yeah, it takes different strokes to rule the world, man. Come on.
Because those kids weren't adopted. Were they wards? What happened?
No, they were adopted.
Yeah.
You call your dad Mr. Drummond? I mean,
that's weird. Yeah.
It's like, just think about it. Just think about that for a second. It's like, they're not his kids. He has family, later introduced. Ben Vereen was their uncle.
Yeah.
So how did the rich people get these little kids?
Found them.
How did these rich people get these little kids? That's how they drew you into the show. Find out how these rich people got these kids. It's like,
it's a murder mystery. It's a murder mystery the whole time.
That's like where that's where it turns into that negative where it's like, but it's like they were a loving family, but till they weren't. It's like you're like, what?
Until they weren't.
You hear the Different Strokes song in the background, like echoing.
Different strokes.
Yeah. What you talking about? It's like this is
just season 2 of WandaVision that we're pitching.
I kind of want to hear a chopped and screwed version of the Different Strokes song now. I think that would be dope. Someone's done it.
Make it happen.
Inverted chopped.
Make it happen, man. You might get sued.
But yeah, that is a show that probably could not be remade. Or how would you remake Different Strokes?
I have no idea.
I'd have a rich black family adopt some white kids.
Well, they would have to be adopted. It's not like, hey there, little white boy, come live with me now.
Right. Yeah, then it turns weird.
Let me take you out of abject poverty.
Yeah, I think it turns really strange at that point where you're like, it's like, man, white kids aren't as cute as they're just not. It's like, I'm sorry, man, your kid's not as cute.
No, that's no Arnold.
Yo, Wade, on one of Wade's lives that he had to take down, he was arguing with Adam. He was just like, see, I'm not a white kid, so I was adorable. But you, Adam, you're probably an ugly little white boy. At one point, right? He's like, what? He's like, yeah, white kids just aren't as cute as like every other race of kids.
I like every other race of kids.
Yeah.
You're on the bottom rung.
Yeah.
It's like you have this inverse sine wave of adorable kids.
Yeah.
You get over to the Nordic countries, it starts going down.
Yeah.
You get over to the Caribbean, it starts going up.
Yeah. It's like, man, the lighter.
It's like that bit in Shark's Tale where the Will Smith fish is like, he's like, where am I on the food chain? And his boss is like, there's rocks, there's whale poop. Then there's you.
Dang, man.
Then there's ugly white kids.
Yeah. Then it's like, what? It's like we gotta take that part out of the film. It's not sitting right. It's not sitting right with a specific demographic.
Yeah. I feel like if like any show or movie was just like calling white kids, they just spent a minute just saying white kids are ugly, I'd be like, you know what? Maybe not.
You maybe don't do that. Maybe
we don't objectify. This is part of the problem.
Back a decade or so.
Yeah, I feel like we're at that point in life now where maybe we shouldn't, alienate an entire race. Let's build up. We're better than that, right? We can do so much better. Oh my god! But maybe, but maybe.
But what if?
Yeah, but hey, hear me out. Let's just let it happen. Somebody'll do it.
Oh my gosh. Did Urkel and Fresh Prince ever cross over? Was that a thing?
Oh.
I know Full House and Urkel crossed over.
What?
Yeah, because they were on the same TGIF.
Yeah.
I don't think Fresh Prince wasn't on there.
No.
Yeah. Although I think I just had a revelation that the Fresh Prince is a black rich family taking in someone who's not adopted. So basically, Different Strokes.
But he's also black.
He's also black. Right. So they just said, what if we get rid of the problematic part of different strokes and just have Will Smith be on?
Let's just get rid of that. Yeah, they're definitely saying I was an ugly baby. Thank you, Corey. Absolutely. I agree.
As far as I know, I was horrible.
I wasn't there when you were born. I can't judge.
No. I had like curly hair. You know, I was 70s Afro brown kid. I was adorable, man. It's amazing. Amazing the life I lived. It was great.
That's amazing. Amazing the life I lived. It was great.
Del just stares off into the void like, what happened?
Yeah. What amazing life I had. It's like, Del, Del, come on, come back.
44.
Yeah. Walks off. Just walks away. That's hilarious. That's crazy.
I gotta go think about the choices I've made.
That's the stuff, man. I used to say that about my cousin, though. It's like, yeah, man, she sure was an ugly baby. They'd say like every family reunion, like, dang. Like,
isn't that the worst though? Like, what do you do? Like, there's nothing you could do because it's your kid. But you're like, you look at him like, man.
Man, they change.
You know what you do?
They change, right?
Right? Yeah, he's not gonna stay this way, right?
Right.
Man, if you got the ugly kid, you teach them how to be funny. That's what you do.
You're gonna have to
teach them how to be funny and teach
funny
them
and rich.
Yeah. And rich. Yeah.
Yeah. Teach them how to be rich. That's easy.
Yeah. Teach them how to be rich.
Step 1, already be rich.
Yeah. Well, you can become rich by being funny though, so it like works hand in hand.
Oh, see, yes.
Yeah.
So you can become rich.
All right, we're gonna.
But you got to do the box raid. You got to wear a dress.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. We're gonna put you through hell in your childhood, so when you're older, you got tons of stuff to laugh about. It's gonna be hard.
Yes.
It's gonna be real hard. It's gonna be worth it. Trust me. Your 30s are gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
Promise you.
You're
peak when you're an adult. You know, I feel like if you grow up pretty, then you know you've already peaked, and life's just downhill from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those high school people. It's like I was in high school beautiful. Well then you've already attained what you're going to.
I look back at high school and I'm like I would never repeat high school ever for all the money in the world. I'd never do it.
I don't know a lot of people.
I was a beautiful kid. I had a great time in high school.
I love this. That's constantly going to be your thing now.
Where are you?
I hope that's from now on. That's what I want to hear. Is like anytime we like talk about something, it's like, did you guys see that new Star Wars movie? And Dell's gonna be like, I was a beautiful kid.
It's like, oh, did you hear about the war crimes in this awful war? Well, let me just state up front, I was beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like, what? It's like, what do
you feel bad for them because they didn't look like you.
I would be that's how
I had it going on until about 10. Then I got to be 300 pounds.
That is gonna be your constant like conversation stopper. Like from now on. Well,
your fans are already rallying because McT-Dog's asking for your Insta so he can see beautiful pictures of you.
See?
Oh my god.
Yes. Look, it's TrashK.
TrashK.
Just look up his spell it right in front of you.
That's right. TrashK. You will get to see, let me tell you. Let me set the stage. I was beautiful.
Wait, okay, hold on. Time out, Mr. Pretty Pants. If you're so beautiful, why is your username TrashK? What is this bait and switch?
Oh, let me explain. There's a great story. I used to play video games on a computer. I don't know if y'all know about that because you all play consoles like peasants.
Yeah, I played pinball a time or two.
On a console?
I was playing solitaire in the early 90s.
Yeah. Ever heard of Pong?
Yeah, I got you.
I watch Different Strokes.
I was watching Different Strokes with my Atari, sir. Atari. I had one button and a joystick. It was like this. It was great.
That's all we needed. We liked it.
Nah, man. TrashK just came up with only TrashK fans. That Jet, you heard it.
There it is.
Only fans.
Only TrashK fans.
Only TrashK fans, and you'll see in like videos of me cleaning up my office and walking my dog. That's all that's gonna be there.
Just to stop you right now. This is family friendly, so watch your mouth. Do not talk about don't you ever talk about cleaning your office again. It's disgusting. Look at he got close. He goes. It's like watching.
What's the angle? What's the bit?
There it goes.
For a second
There it
there,
goes.
did this one just tell me to watch my mouth? I'm about to jump through this screen.
Oh, see, I'm going to say Mick T-Dog because we got it like that, me and Mick T-Dog.
Mick T-Dog.
This is a man of taste. He also played Atari.
There you go. So TrashK is your Atari screen name.
TrashK was basically, it was originally Trash Compressor.
Okay.
Because I was a badass in Half-Life. Like, we're talking OG Half-Life.
Yeah.
Playing the multiplayer there.
Right on.
And it was, the K was compressor like the Mercedes-Benz because I wanted to evoke opulence and aggression. So Trash Compressor. And then that got too long, so I just shortened it to TrashK and that stuff.
Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
And now you know my origin story. I'm basically Batman.
Wow.
Yeah, we love to see it.
The movie is about me.
The Oreomega was also
no. Nobody asked.
Oh, okay.
No, please continue. I'm sorry.
What
you talking about?
I am.
My Halo screen name on Xbox.
Are you serious?
What?
Yeah.
Dude, so Bill Maru came from Tenchu, like the Tenchu video game, like the ninjas. His name was
yes.
Yeah, his name Ricky Maru. And so I was like, oh man, I just put Bill in front of it, and so that was my gamer tag from then on out. So that is hilarious across the board.
We have we're not creative.
Nah.
Yes.
Maybe we are super creative. That was it. So
another handle?
Why, so Ori, I was gonna ask why the Omega part? Where did that just because
cool.
Just the connotation of it? That was it. It's just I liked it.
Just so I can show these.
Because he mega likes Oreos.
Yeah, show these punks. But no, it's funny because I haven't gotten so many comments on how to say it since you and I have started talking and how we've been more integrated.
Yeah.
Into all these online discussions. People are like, so is it Oreomega or Oreomega? And I always say the same thing. Why are you talking to me? Stop it.
Stop.
Well, it's like,
stop it.
First of all, how dare you?
Yeah how dare you?
Second of all, why are you?
Dang it, dude. Man, Ori. Stop. Why are you talking to me? They're like, dang. He's got his sunglasses on.
Oh, okay. But why doesn't compress start with a C? It's because it's the Mercedes. The Mercedes used to have a compressor. That was like their sports car. I'm old. I don't know if you've noticed the grayness of my beard.
Yeah.
But you and I are both confused. I thought you were just trying to be cool.
I can only try to be cool because I am not, but I'm trying.
You can try.
And all you can do is try. Keep trying.
You're doing.
I will never succeed. Right.
You're doing your best.
Yeah, that's all we can ask because you can't do anything else.
Jeez, man, wow.
I'm the best around, and no one's ever going to bring me down.
Yeah.
I'm the best around.
Songs that get white people jumping in the club.
Yeah. Were we talking about the other day? Well, here we go. We said this was gonna happen. We literally talked about this yesterday. We're gonna start talking about House of Pain and how
jump around.
it's like man, people are gonna. It's like, why are they talking about this?
If anybody ever wonders why it seems like we have great chemistry and that we're friends, it's because we're scripted. This is all scripted. Yeah. Now
so I have to ask, does the song Shout, does that get the black community jumping? Would that
Are we talking the Tears for Fears version?
No, shout, throw your hands up and shout. You know that one, hey.
I feel like it's anyone jumping.
Yeah. Is that you? So that's that is a universal, collectively loved.
Right.
I love it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a universal song.
Awesome.
But then you put on I don't know. You put on the cha-cha slide or something that requires any kind of modicum of rhythm. And then they're like, it's not telling me where to put my hands on. What do I do?
Dude, give him this number. It's like, what are you doing? I don't know.
How you get to the Cupid Shuffle? If you've ever listened to the lyrics of the Cupid Shuffle, it's literally instructions. To the left, to the left. It's like they have to tell you what to do. It's like, I don't know what to do.
Man.
Half of it is very confusing.
Oh, man. I went to a wedding in Oklahoma.
That's how you know it's going to be a good story.
Yeah, so one of my good friends, and man, for the the bachelor party or whatever, we went to like Panera, and and then
wow,
at the wedding reception, my friend and I tried to start like a dance circle, like a soul line or whatever, you know, like the
here we go.
So soul line.
Yeah, here we go.
Don't know. Everyone's on the dance floor, and you have like 2 rows of people like lined up, and the idea is that you just like dance down the line, like
it's a soul train.
That's it.
People, right? That's it. Literally, that's it. That lasts for about 5 minutes, and then they're like, put on the Cupid Shuffle again. Put on the Lumiere.
I'm just imagining this is happening at a Panera. It's like, sir, this is a Panera.
Yeah, I like how they took you there, and it's like we're gonna break you by giving you like a $20 bowl of soup.
I'm like, give me a steak, man.
No, we're gonna go to Panera. We got to eat light.
Literally, it was so bad. So what happened was after the bachelor party, we went to Panera. He was like, all right, guys, I got to go do groom stuff. And then he drove away. And then like the brother, who's like the best man, he was still chilling there with us, like all of us. And he was like, y'all want to get some real food? We're like, yeah.
There it is.
Absolutely. We all went to Brahms and got burgers.
There it is.
Hold up. I have to make these jokes. I'm going to preface this by saying I was beautiful.
Right, of course.
But you went I
always forget it. Yeah.
Let's have the widest sandwiches possible.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then let's go have the widest ice cream possible.
I'm in Oklahoma, man.
I know. And then at the end it's like, oh, but he is in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you have lemons, all you can do is make really white lemonade, you know?
Extra tart. That's how we like it.
Damn it. Extra white lemonade. Man, I want to see that on a shelf. Be like, oh man, if you guys had this white lemonade, that sounds like a white girl drink. That's
white
like
lemonade.
straight, yeah.
White lemonade.
White lemonade.
That's a super villain.
Watered down lemonade, which is what I actually drink all the time. So.
Oh wow.
Oh, let's see. I'm being asked because I'm paying attention to the people who watch us cut up.
Right.
Buddy McDog is saying, "What's up with the Mexico shirt?" And I will say, I am brown. I am prideful of my excellence in life, and I went on a cruise, and I just have a shirt that says Mexico.
Yeah.
That's
you got brown.
It's not like me.
I wore the red one yesterday. I'm wearing the gray one today.
Yeah, it's not like me where I have like the one pair of like I have like a navy sweatshirt, and people ask, "Oh, you served?" No.
I get that all the time.
Oh no. Man. But this is the weirdest thing. My mom went to New York when she was back when she was married to this other dude. They went to New York to like visit his son and like up in Jersey or something like that. And so she's like, "Well, I want to go to New York and see some of the stuff while we're here because I never get to do any of this." She brought me back an NYPD shirt, like a training like shirt. And I was like never in my life have I like expressed like, man, I want to be a police officer when I grow up, or like there's never been that. And that's what I got. And I was just like, man, she's like, I just didn't want to get you like a New York shirt. She's like, so I got this. I'm like, so I was like, thanks, Mom. I don't know what the hell to do with this. Ridiculous.
I'm going to wear this every time I listen to NWA, Mom.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Yeah, I didn't wear it a whole lot.
I don't wear it now.
Thinking about that's funny. I mean, that goes full on ironic.
It's so funny, man, because my mom is so country too, and it's just like I was like, this is the weirdest thing. And it wasn't like, yeah, you need to support the police or whatever. She's just like, oh, I just thought you might like this. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what? It's like this NYPD shirt. I was like, what the? All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, man, I could have had a snow globe of the freaking Statue
I was
of
going to say,
Liberty.
that's the classic.
Empire State Building. I've been on there. I did all the tourist crap in New York.
Did you?
I got to go out there on a business trip. So we did Rockefeller Center. We did the Empire State Building. We learned that you just can't pee anywhere because of the homeless problem. So you have to actually buy tickets to go in somewhere to go to the bathroom. I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing.
You can't. So you can't just pee anywhere. You can do that at in Austin. You can just.
Well,
go,
you just pee anywhere.
Yeah, that's I went with Anthony not too long ago, and I was like, oh my god, this place has so many problems. I've never seen. I don't think I've never seen that.
The state capital, they always suck.
Man, it was insanity to me. I've never seen I've never seen homelessness encouraged so much. Like I think it was like these are. It was interesting, yeah, because it was like all the tents there looked like they were provided. And I was like, this is weird, man.
Austin has some bold homeless people. I remember I was leaving the movie theater once with some friends, and for whatever reason, they had like canned food in the back. But then we passed by this homeless dude. He's like, hey, yeah, guys have any food? And we were like, oh, yeah, we actually do. Like the one time they asked and we actually have food.
Yeah.
So we give him a can. And then he's like, he looks at me like, I don't like beans. And I was like, well,
I imagine somebody giving me a can of beans that's like, I can't open it up. And I'm like, thanks. I can't wait to
gotta get the attitude.
I was like, this beggar is literally trying to choose right now.
Yeah, really.
You're like, man, sir.
I can't wait to bash this against the wall like a chimpanzee to get it to open. Thanks.
Hey, look at this, otter style. I got tools. Otter style.
Otter style.
What is it called when you like put your thumb in the beer can and just like chug it? Do that with a can of beans.
Shotgun a can of beans.
Yeah, shotgun a can of beans.
Dude, just crack the top because you know it's already got gas, right? Carbonated beans are carbonated. It's a thing.
That's the nastiest thing, man. It'd be like just a nasty can of beans sucking down, bro. That's gross.
You got the beer. You got the beer,
bro. You got a bean ring.
Bean ring, dude.
That's so stupid.
Like, go.
He wins. Bean ring.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh snap.
That's hilarious.
So my boy McT-Dog over here is Hispanic, and it's like, dude, I'm from California, so basically I'm every race.
Have you got to meet him yet?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, he's great. He's great. I met him twice.
He seems awesome.
Yeah, he's the one that recognized me in the store. He's the one, man, that it was there. He found that Rogue, and I was like, hey man, where'd you get that Rogue? And that's when that whole debacle turned out, where I got turned down, and then like the employee of the month and their SWAT team took me, was like, no, you're not buying this. And I walked up and he's like, man, I meant to tell you, go to this girl over here. And that's when I went back around and they busted me. But we met up again, man. He hooked me up on my birthday with this awesome that Metallica set that I got. Showed you guys that I've got at work now. Like the whole thing's set up. Yeah. He's local and he's good people. He's definitely good people.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, dude, yeah. we gotta hook up at least once because I am local to Bill. You are local to Bill. So
dude,
transitive.
Yeah, when we got together and whatnot, he's like, oh, I see, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I feel bad. He's like, oh no, man, don't worry about it. I was like, no, I'm like, for 3 days, I was like,
oh man, take that shit personal. Take it personal.
Although we are kicking around that July 10th idea right now. There's Anthony's gonna be in town, so when Anthony's free, that's when that's the only time we can do anything. Yeah, that's the only time we can do something. But
they have the actor, right? The guy who did not Liu Kang.
Oh no, that's this Sunday. This week. The Dallas show. Man, I thought about it. I'd love to see. Yeah, Kerry Tagawa's there, which is amazing. Shang Tsung, but I'm like,
dude's been in everything. He was in
he's
American.
Awesome.
Was it American Me? Dude's been everything.
Yeah, he's been in it so much. I love him. They're doing a deal on Sunday where it's like an evening with Kerry Tagawa, or they called it an evening with Shang Tsung. Yeah, and I guess you can go to the yeah, I guess one like a movie, some kind of. I don't know if it's like the Alamo Draft House or something like that. But yeah, you could actually get to go hang out with them. I was like, that's pretty freaking cool.
That would be $500 well spent because you have access to this guy who's got such a wide-ranging career, and you got $500. So why not hang out with that dude for $500?
You know, there's like so many times it's like you're the one that's close to him, and be like, could you say it? He's like, finish him. No, do the soul line.
No.
Your soul. Mine. I'm like, oh, he said it. He said it. It's like, yeah, we've all heard it.
Say Liddell first.
Yes. Say my name. Say my name and then say the thing. It's like, this is crazy. What? Say you're watching. This is Bill Maru's channel. He's already gone. It's like, oh.
Have y'all been to any of the other like big cons or conventions like in New York or Cali or anything like that?
I've been to Comic Palooza in Houston. That's the biggest one I've been to. I have not had the privilege to get to California or New York yet. That would be nice.
Right. Yeah.
Annie she's been to San Diego Comic Con a couple of times.
Ant's been to both. Yeah, Anthony's been to both, actually more than once. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, it sucks too, because like, it's funny because like, as cool as it'd be, I guess, to go to Comic-Con, I think I'd rather go to New York because it seems like it would be less stressful. But I think it would kind of suck, honestly, to go to either of those states for the conventions, because I would like to meet up with people, and I just don't think that's a good time to like meet people. I don't know. It's like, hey man, what's going on? Oh, hey, follow me. I'm over here trying to get this deal or whatever. I got to do an interview, or it's like, we're trying to get these exclusives. And then Anthony telling me like you gotta, if anybody here has friends or people that are going to get them exclusives or have gotten them exclusives at SDCC, you still owe them. It's like, it's ridiculous, man. Anthony's got me a ton of stuff, and other guys got me stuff there, man. I've had Boog, like Shartimus, all these guys there, like Anthony Calderon, the dudes that have been there forever, man, and they hook you up. Man, my man Adam, he's just a good guy. Adam Rodriguez. Those dudes go through hell, man. Those lines are crazy. It's insane. Yeah, Cap over there. Cap lives in New York. McKay?
Oh, does he?
Yeah. He's saying right there. He's like, I go to NYCC just because everyone meets up after the show. See, that's what I'm. Yeah.
The only point to go.
Yeah, that's like, what that would.
Hard to go. I'd like to be there for like a week or two after the fact. You know.
Yeah.
Just long enough that people get sick of you. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, Don Draper, to answer your question, it would be "For Whom the Bell Tolls" for sure. That's my favorite Metallica song.
Oh, dude. Blackened.
Yeah.
Blackened, my favorite.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Blackened. I
was listening the other day. I was like, man, why didn't they make Pantera figures? But whatever.
Cowboys from Hell. Pantera is kind of it's between Cowboys from Hell and Walk, my two favorite Pantera songs.
Oh man, just go with the whole album. That's fine.
Vulgar Display.
Those are
Vulgar Display of. That album is good.
Yeah, that's like I think if you're from Texas, you just kind of have to enjoy them. If not, there's something wrong. There's got to be something in there.
Oh yeah, it's funny because I'm from California and I could appreciate them. But I was talking to my wife the other day, and she's like, you know how you live a place and you start sounding like you're from that place?
Yeah.
Like I've got a coworker who's from New Jersey, but he's lived in Georgia for 10 years, so now he sounds like he's from Georgia.
You know, it's.
I'm wondering how I sound.
It's strange. Like I've lived in Texas my entire life, and I've never been told that I sound like I'm from Texas. I've never been. Yeah, I've never been told that. Most people have no idea. Like I don't know if it's like mixed. My dad was born up in Missouri, so I don't know even what that entails. My mom's like from North Dakota, so everybody in my family's from the north. So I don't know if that even what that counts for. But yeah, it's actually kind of funny because Christine's from Indiana, but she was more or less raised here once she got older, and I'll hear the country come out in her every now and then, and it's freaking just glorious. It's amazing.
Yeah, T-Dog's talking about the Jimmy Ray Vaughan pick. That was actually pretty dope. Someone released a Jimi Hendrix, like a 1/6 scale Jimi Hendrix recently.
I saw that. I'd buy that.
It looked good. It looked really good.
See, man, I wish they would start doing more music personalities, man. Like, you know, we got Freddie Mercury and whatnot. Because I've got him at my Wu-Tang, absolutely. I've got like, but man, David Bowie would be phenomenal. You know, like these big hits. Hendrix would be freaking amazing. Like all those, I don't know, man. It's really cool to like. I'm at work there and I've got Freddie Mercury back to back with Daft Punk, and it just looks. And then there's like, you know, you got Metallica all over the place jamming, and then I've got Marty McFly rocking out. I'm just like all these guys that, and then I've got Spider-Punk, of course. I got Hobie Brown jumping up in the background, like hitting a guitar. And I'm like, man.
Okay. I got to show you guys this. This is funny to me.
Yes.
I call this shelf the singers.
Okay.
Oh, look at them. Oh, they're all screaming.
I love the Hulk. Oh yeah, you got them crows. Is that what they're called? The crows?
Yeah.
Yeah, the crows. Those $50 crows.
I got them for $10 each, dude. I told you about that.
There you go.
They're nuts.
Yeah, it was one of those lightning deals. I got it hooked up.
I could hear. I could actually hear I could literally pinpoint the jealousy in Ori's voice. I could hear. And he's like, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Tried to hook him up.
He didn't go for it.
He's like, no. How would I want that? And here we are, 3 months later. He's
like, I still. He's like, I still don't want him. Dang it.
But I resent the fact you have them.
Yeah, I hate that you have them. In fact, it upsets me to no end that you have those. I remember some guy offered me one. He was like, yeah, he's like, I could probably do, for you 35. And I was like, so you hate me? I was like, you're not being nice to me.
Why would you do this to me?
Yeah, why are you so mean to me? He's like, oh, because I think you're terrible. It's like, jeez.
It's like, why $35? Because that's the FU price.
Yeah, it's like, wow, what did I do? It's like, you need to stop. He probably works for like a toy company. He's like, stop fixing those figures. They need to buy more.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. The monitor setup? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is how I live my life right here.
Yeah, I about to say, now you're speaking his language.
I live my life one monitor at a time.
There it is.
That's right. Gigantic monitors, because it's not that I have poor eyesight, it's just I choose to look at things very large.
There it is. I mean,
someone make a sound bite of that, please.
Yeah. You're laughing like, why have you done that? I just like
someone earlier asked you, Liddell, how that Unicron was treating you.
It's paid off, so I've got that going for me.
I love that. That's the best answer.
I'm no longer in debt. Awesome.
I've got him paid off.
It's pretty great, man. I'm not gonna lie. I would say that if you had to buy a $600 transforming toy from Hasbro, I mean, that's the one to buy. Although now they're $1,500. It's more. It's not a great transformer because that thing's like 20 pounds. You're scared you're gonna break it.
Right.
But it looks so damn cool.
So
it's like
the Sentinels haven't come out, right?
No, they're coming out in August.
Yeah, a couple months.
I wonder how much those are gonna go up in price.
Six easy.
Think so?
Easy, because they were $350, right? Like that. That the only one I don't expect to go up, honestly, the Mandalorian ship, because they blew it up the day after.
Right.
The day after that thing came out.
That was so funny.
But that's is that for 3 3/4 figures?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, 118's on the come up, man. 118.
It is.
TrashK is calling it right now. And you look at Toy Galaxy. If you guys follow Toy Galaxies and stuff, he literally, I think he was joking, but he's like, I'm liquidating 60% of my collection. But it's all going into Joy Toy.
They could have done some really cool stuff with the Legends 3 3/4, like just making a lot of those smaller characters. The same thing with those foot tall figures that they were releasing a while ago. I remember like people were like, why don't you make like a Giant Man, or why don't you make like a new Galactus or something, just like totally tall. But instead they were making like Deadpool, Spider-Man, Wolverine. We're like, we already have 6 inches of these. Why don't you?
The coolest thing is whenever they were doing those 2-packs, man, like where they made Goliath and Clor, like the Clone Thor and stuff like that. Those sets were like, I love my Bill Foster figure, even though it's not the best figure. The head sculpt's great, but those bodies they're terrible, man. I'm looking at them right now. I've got like four figures that are literally all on the same body. It's like 2 Goliaths, 2 white Goliaths, black Goliath, and then the Ant-Man that came in that Giant Man that came in that SDCC set. And then the coolest one I've got is the Giant Man the Giant Man Skrull. Like, I love that. That thing is super cool. And then you had these 3 3/4 inch figures, which I still got my Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket. I was like, these are great. And then Wasp, which was the best one to buy. But I remember how sad, a lot of people were really, really sad that they killed that MU line. that 3 3/4. I was like, and it was right when they were really getting good. Like they finally started getting really good articulation. I've still got after I got because I had I think I had almost every single one of those. The only ones I still had are like the ones I mentioned, and then I kept my the exclusive Nick Fury just because it's Nick Fury. But I do still have Ryan actually hooked me up with this because I kind of felt stupid for getting rid of it. But he gave me like the little Scarlet Spider. And man, if these things had double elbows, these would be just absolutely incredible. I mean, they're really, really nice. These figures were great, and there's so much fun for like those what do they call them? Multiple scale, you know, like you can do different scale. It's like different scales in the same deal. So it's like, you know, if you had this up close and then you had like a bigger character like the rhino in the background, you know, everything like looks really cool. It's an old ACBA term, and I can't remember if it's multi-scale you know, set or whatnot, but it's like where you take like if you had a couple of the same designs of Ant-Man, one of the coolest designs I'd ever seen, it was a shot from the side, and it was the tiny little Hero Clicks Ant-Man, and then you had this other Ant-Man, and then you had the MU Ant-Man, and then he was like jumping like this through a window, and then it turns into like the bigger Ant-Man. It was like so cool. It's this multi-scale, but it works on a lot of levels, and you know, like putting like one of those 3 3/4 inch Spider-Man on any of the Sandman figures, it would make sense because it would make that figure look so much bigger than what he is, you know? So I think they should definitely bring it back. Thank you, Cap. Multi-scale display. Yeah. MSD. So yeah, that's awesome. Stupid Anthony's here, so if you want to say hi to Anthony, you can. If not, just ignore him. There it is. Boo, Boo him.
What up, Esteban?
Esteban's
that man
here.
Is a straight up boy. He's a boy kidnapper.
Look, Esteban, I'm working on your mask finally. I got some of the new designs in, so I'm using a new design mask for you. So I didn't forget about you. Hopefully you still want it, and if not, well, you break my heart.
But Esteban's asking what he missed, and so first of all, how dare you?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I guess kind of everything.
Yeah, you missed a couple of a bunch of buddies just being through. That's pretty much how this goes.
You missed a lot.
You missed the different strokes Prince of Bel-Air link. Like we did a whole thing. Like
there was
20 minutes on different strokes in Prince of
like
Bel-Air.
I feel like there was like so much growth in Ori tonight. Like it's just been a really, really good night.
I know. Well, he's juicing, obviously.
he was like, what?
Oh, I'm so garbage. You might be trash, but I'm so garbage. Nothing's straight.
Wow. Why? And after all that, he was like, "Why are you talking to me?"
Yeah.
Oh snap! Okay. So
after
Captain
all that,
McKay's, he's bringing out the big guns. He's like, "What's your best TMNT figure?"
Oh, Cap, come on.
Man, I think I might give it to the 4-pack. This new 4-pack that we got.
This is clearly the best TMNT figure.
Oh, that is actually a really nice figure.
Did you get that black and black? Yeah.
Man, I it's hard for me to call right now because those that new Turtles in Disguise pack is it's ridiculously good. It's really hard to choose between them and like the Revo Turtles. Like it's almost like apples and oranges for me because it's so hard. I guess you kind of have to give it. I guess I'm gonna have to give it to the new Turtles in Disguise just because of everything that's coming out with it. It's stupid that we're getting that many characters and whatnot. It's just dumb. I can't believe it, man. I just can't believe it. As a Turtle fan, especially as a fan of like the 80s and 90s, we are getting the most ridiculous amount of figures I could have ever dreamed of. It's crazy to me. I just and the hunt hasn't been as bad. I mean, there's that obviously the disguise pack has probably been the worst, I think. And I got lucky just because just because you found it for me.
Man,
I came this close to getting one, but my notifications were turned off.
Man,
I saw it too late.
Oof.
I love them, man. They're in my top 10 of the year for sure.
Yeah, they're easily a top 5, man. If not, like, I think it's the fact that the fact that there is new the newer articulation. Like that's just enough right there. It's not like, oh, these are just a repaint, or oh, they come with different faces, or oh, they're just the best, because they are, and they got freaking pants and jackets and hats and a ninja pigeon and a boombox. It's like, what is happening? And then it's like, oh, by the way, their freaking articulation's better. It's like, oh my god. It's
the only reason I put them over the Revo Turtles is that there are more display options for the NECA ones.
Exactly.
They have all the different.
Yeah, we've got all these characters.
With the Revo ones, I love them, but they only have like the 2 face options, and you're only going to really use the one set because the other ones are like the anime faces.
Well,
which are cool.
Well, also though, I do love the fact that you can turn the band around and their eyes go white. Awesome. That's freaking awesome. That's one of my favorite pieces about them. But it also does come down to like, what can I do with them? You know, like, as fun as they are, like, what are you gonna do? Pair them up with Playmates figures? And,
right.
I mean, because that's your option at that point. It's like, that sucks. I really wish those went further and deeper. At least, man, I don't know, Bebop and Rocksteady, or, Fish Face and all those characters that were hitting.
Shredder and Splinter at the least,
Yeah, would have been great. Like, April was probably one of the coolest parts about that show. I love that they gave her the powers and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. I'm down for that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's I can't wait to get that Ace Duck in my hand.
Yeah,
I am. That's very exciting to me. If I get him, Usagi, and like Ray Fillet, that's what kills me right now. Is Ray Fillet came out in that Super 7, and I'm like, after watching how NECA is doing like all the characters, I just have no doubt that they're gonna make him. Especially if Super 7 did them, they're like, oh, we got that. No, we can do that. We can do that, and we can make it fit in your collection.
I'm betting they'll make the Mutanimals at some point, like those classic ones, NECA.
Man, I'm just waiting for IDW. I'm waiting for who has the ability to get that IDW freaking license for the Ninja Turtles. It's gonna
Last Ronin.
Hasbro's gonna get it and then sell the rights to Super 7.
Man, I feel so bad for the Power Rangers team because every time they have a live, the chat's like, "Where are my turtles? Where are my Turtle Rangers?" And then they show them, and they're like, "Thumbs down."
Man,
big sad.
Engagement. That sound counts.
Where are those Turtle Rangers?
They're supposed to come out in August.
That's ridiculous. I want those.
There. I don't know.
I don't even know. Like, I just feel how good can those be? Right. Like the Ranger figures are awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Like, those are really great action figures. I just think it's bonkers that's actually gonna be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That just throws me kind of for a loop. Like, all right.
I'd say the Lightning series is better than the vast majority of ML. Like because I've got a couple of the Lightning series. I really enjoy them.
Yeah, yeah.
They're trash, but the figures are awesome.
Yeah, well,
yeah. I like
the show makes no sense.
I mean, I liked that when I was a kid. I liked the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Can I watch it now? No, I can't. But just having there's no denying that the suits are cool, and having those on your shelf is awesome. You know what I mean? Like, that's great. I love it. I love having those on my shelf. So
that was an instance where like photography and like reviewers sold me on it because I wasn't buying any of them, but then I saw a shot that somebody took of all 5 of them together, and I was like, man, that looks really cool. And now I'm just waiting on the Green Ranger right now to complete the Mighty Morphin display.
Are you going to get the what are they? The 3-0? 3-0 is doing
No.
You need some cloth.
3-0 can keep theirs. Mezco can keep theirs. I'm just getting Hasbro's. That's it. Just to say I have the team.
So are you just getting the Rangers? Are you getting any villains at all?
I have that King Sphincter, as Anthony's Customs calls him.
Oh,
that guy's great.
He's great, man. But he's just like, every time I see the name, I call him King Sphincter instead of King Sphinx.
Oh my god!
And that's all I think of.
I got
Anthony he's got really strong opinions on like $20 toys.
I mean, people are spending their hard-earned money on them. I guess somebody's got to, right?
I'm not even talking smack because like I can look at the stuff and that's garbage.
Yeah.
But if someone else says something I like is garbage, they're clearly wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, so with the Power Rangers, I went ahead and got the main 5 plus I don't think I have the White Ranger. I didn't want that one. So I got the was it 5 plus the green one, and then 2 putties, Rita, Zed, and a partridge in a pear tree. That's all I got. That's the only ones I had. I was like, that's all I want. Yeah. And then all I can think of is like, when are y'all making them movie Power Rangers? Y'all gonna make them movie suits?
Awesome?
The one like the Ivan Ooze or whatever movie?
Oh, I thought you were talking about this. The one that came out like a few years ago.
I haven't even seen that movie. I had no interest.
It was trash.
They went to Michael Bay. With the really organic look instead of just give them cool jumpsuits.
Bryan Cranston.
Isn't the dude that played Billy in that show? Isn't he the Red Ranger from Stranger Things?
I don't know.
I think he is.
I don't know. Probably.
I think he is.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I think.
Chat, answer us. Do you know?
Enhance. The chick who played Princess Jasmine in that live action Aladdin was one of the Rangers.
That was actually that Aladdin was that was.
Yeah, I love that movie. I actually love that movie.
Oh, good.
I'm glad you like it.
I'm glad that you like it. That's someone had to like that movie.
That is great. Good. Actually, I remember. I think I watched it with. I think Christine was watching it. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch it." And I watched it. And I was like, "Okay, Will Smith isn't destroying everything I grew up loving on the genie."
Right. Well, he's not trying to be Robin Williams, which I think is
which was great. That was the smartest thing you could do.
There are actually some parts of it. So there's one scene in particular in that movie that I actually enjoy better than the animated. It's the scene where Aladdin's like, maybe I'll keep my last wish or whatever. And in the animated one, Genie's like all shocked and betrayed. He's like, how'd you do this? You promised me. But in the live action one, Genie's like, I don't care if you use your last wish on me or not. I didn't think you were going to do it in the first place. I'm just worried about you because like I thought we were becoming friends. And I was like, oh, Will.
Well,
why don't you love me, man?
So much pathos.
I don't need my Genie to have feelings like that. So he can. That's trash.
That's trash. Boo.
Boo. How could you do this to me? Man, I've been in here 10,000 years. Are you kidding me?
Earlier today, I actually saw that Cruella movie in theaters. It was my first movie in the
How was it? How was it?
Was it good?
It was goofy fun.
Oh,
Emma Stone and Emma Thompson are great in it.
Oh, cool.
But it was goofy fun. Yeah, man. I think it's because it takes place like the mid '80s, so it's like it has like this really like grunge late '80s UK feel to it.
Yeah.
And then like the whole bit is that like Cruella wants to be like a fashion designer, and she makes like these really elaborate like high fashion like dresses, and those are really cool.
Yeah.
Like the sets and the costumes.
I saw where she steals like what is it? Steals the idea from Hunger Games, and she sets her dress on fire. And like changes.
Yeah.
I was like, I've seen that before.
Boo,
Boo, Cruella.
Man, there was some goofy stuff in this movie. Like, Corella's mom gets thrown off a cliff by Dalmatians.
What? How?
Yeah, so there's a big movie where
you can't make someone whose entire goal was to skin puppies a likable person. Well, I don't understand how they do this.
Well, Cruella, as a child, and her mom, they go to like this like Baroness's house because the mom wants to ask the Baroness for some money, and it's revealed later in the movie that the Baroness like has this dog whistle, and she signaled the dogs for Dalmatians to like tackle her mom,
what?
And they pushed her over a cliff.
Oh my god. That's insane.
So it's like this. So like whenever her mom gets brought up in the movie, they're like, "How'd your mom die?" I just laugh because I'm like, she got murdered by dogs.
It's like, oh my god.
All you have to say is dog whistle.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she got murdered by dogs. No, she got. They threw her off a cliff. What?
Threw her off the cliff.
What, did they rob her first too? Like, what happened?
They jumped on her and jumped back, and they pushed her off the cliff.
What?
And then there's a point at the end of the movie where she tries to to push Emma Stone off the cliff, and I'm like, you gotta stop throwing people off cliffs.
That's like her whole MO. She's been doing that her whole life, and it's always worked.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you're spamming that one move.
Yeah, you're using the same move.
Is that all you know?
Stop.
I haven't seen 101 Dalmatians. Doesn't she die going off a cliff or something?
Maybe it was an elaborate reference.
Hey. Because no one ever reads the article, right? I don't know.
But dog murder aside, it was a fun movie. Like, I really liked it.
Yeah. The murder aside.
I don't know if I'm ready to go back to theaters.
Oh, man. It's been the
mine was empty. I was all by myself. I snuck in my gummy worms, and I was just...
Oh, man.
I was just laughing.
You brought your purse, had your candy.
I think I've already...
Yeah, exactly.
I think I've seen like 4 movies already in the theater, man. We were ready to go.
And I wish I saw Kong in theaters. That was a fun one.
That would be a theater movie.
That was fun. We saw Mortal Kombat. We saw Wonder Woman. We saw... What else was it?
Oh, you paid Mortal Kombat, though?
Yeah.
I feel like I would have put up with Mortal Kombat more if I saw it in theaters, mostly because I'm in a theater and I can't leave.
Oh,
because
I thought it was insanely fun, man. I was like, this is awesome. Like, just fun to see. I mean, is it Mortal Kombat I play? No. I'll tell you what. You're like, if you're gonna complain about that, have you played any of the new games? Have you played their stories? Trash.
I don't pay attention to the story.
Garbage. Absolute garbage. I was like, come on, man. Like, this movie was at least something original in some parts. You know? I gave it some credit for what it was. Even if it was, like, wasn't it like James Wan?
I might have been.
Wasn't he like...
Someone I was disappointed in.
Ugh.
It started off great, dude. That first 20 minutes of that movie, I wish that was the entire movie.
But by the end, you have Sub-Zero and Scorpion fighting, and then you have Cole Young punching ice like an idiot.
He had to save his family.
Why didn't he? I wish his family died.
God! Ori's the worst. You're the villain.
Ori's like, I need my Dalmatians to put those...
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, Liddell, next time we hang out, you better watch out, because we might get tossed off a cliff by Ori.
By your dog, actually. I'll train your dogs.
Train my dogs to kill me. Like, what's wrong with you?
I was like, these are the world's smartest dogs. They just... no remorse.
They were plants. They were moles. They were secretly Ori's moles.
No.
I just love how Mortal Kombat ended with Takamura from Cyberpunk 2077 just in a ninja fight.
Oh, yeah. That was cool. Those scenes were cool.
That guy's... I like that actor, though. He's definitely... I just do one thing.
Right.
But his one thing is pretty good.
But he's good at it. Like
he was actually... he was in a... this is crazy... But one time, the Sci-Fi Channel had a decent show, and it was called Helix, and it starred the dude that played the freaking Rocketeer in it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good until the last episode, which was trash, and then apparently I don't know if there was a second season. Anyways, that dude was in it, and he played a really good role. Like, it was, like, pretty cool to see him in something else. He feels like he can be, like, A-list to D-list, and it doesn't matter. He'll just do whatever.
Right. He's like, I'm just happy to have a job. Put food on the table.
I'll take it.
Like, yeah, I'm friggin' Takamura.
He just plays like a stoic Asian man. He's always, like, that guy. I'm like, yeah, I mean, you play that well.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
And if if I did, I'd be in trouble.
That'd be problematic. Why is he playing the stoic Asian man in this movie?
Yeah, and it's like, if he does that Asian accent one more time, we're gonna make sure he's dead. We're gonna make sure he's dead. Goodness. But yeah, no, we went and saw that, and it was fun. It was what it was. A lot of people. Yeah. I've got.
I don't know. For free.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
That's how I felt.
Well, not at.
Just kind of tired of complaining about things, I guess.
Life is too short. So many people are so mad all the time.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It could have been worse. You know, there used to be some real trash that came out.
Yeah. What was it? Anthony said that today. He's like, this Loki show, sure don't like it. Sure hope it picks up soon. And you know what I said? Nothing. Now what I thought was other. There was a lot of things I thought.
A lot of expletives.
A lot of like, how dare you?
Right.
How dare you?
I'll say
you gotta
that.
get the head
up.
We gotta work on Bill's attitude because Bill's a real sweet guy. You gotta get the eyes and the head up. How dare you?
I don't even have that.
I'll say it because I think Loki's fantastic.
Oh man,
it looks like it's a fun show.
It is.
It looks like a fun show.
Yeah, I won't spoil anything for you, Del, but it's so well. There's something so different about the feel of that show that I don't know what it's like. So I don't even know what the hell would you call it, Ori. It's like so. It's not dark, but it's like so. I don't know, man. There's just something different about it. I don't even know how you would put it. There's something even like from whenever when the end credits hit. And it's like that feel, man, that really cool, like it's almost creepy in a way. Like there's like this.
I called it Marvel's Umbrella Academy a little bit, just in terms of like all the crazy time travel stuff and the tone and feel.
And we haven't even we're about to hit like, so apparently Tom Hiddleston came out and said that episodes 4 and 5 were his favorites. And we're about to hit 3, right? I think we're about to hit 3.
I was gonna say.
We're about to hit 3.
Man, from episode 1, I was in. Oh, I don't know. Is it 12? We doing 12 or?
I don't know. I don't know how many episodes.
I've got a buddy, so I got to see some of WandaVision.
Okay.
Oh, good stuff.
That show too.
I'd rather buy it. I mean, I'm just to that point. It's like, let me just buy it. It's not, and they're not selling it anywhere. I don't know.
Yeah, they're never gonna put those on Blu-ray because why would you, right? When you have Disney Plus.
Yeah, you have to. I mean. It's kind of crappy.
It would be cool to have just like for all those people that collect like all the Blu-rays and everything, just to have it in the MCU box set and everything.
Especially if like they had like some behind the scenes stuff and whatnot, it would be really fun to see.
Yeah, like commentary stuff. That's why I'm going back to discs. Like I'm going back to DVDs and Blu-rays.
Right.
Dude.
Because streaming is cool, but you don't get any of the extra stuff. Like I want to hear the actors. I want to hear the director on scene. Right. Man. You don't get commentaries.
If you go back and if you watch Army of Darkness with Bruce Campbell, it's one of the best commentaries ever. There's like he points out all the mistakes. He points out all the crazy stuff in there. There's like a scene where at the very beginning where he's got his boomstick and he's like, it puts it behind him. And I think I don't know if it was an extra or if it was Ted Raimi, but somebody was behind him that was like, grab the gun. So when it went like that, you could see the guns like he had to grab it behind him. I was like, that is so freaking cool. But he tells you all these things about like, I think a dude got stabbed actually on like the big the scene near the end where they're all up on the steps and they're sword fighting and all sorts of. I think somebody actually got stabbed through their chainmail or something. It's like that's like I love that stuff, like that behind the scenes kind of making of all that stuff. So yeah, I agree. I miss that stuff too. I really like that stuff. Did Trevor says Loki is 6 episodes?
Sounds about right. They're all pretty short.
Are they an hour? Or are they 30?
They're like 40 minutes, 30, 40 minutes, something like that.
God, they feel short, man. I'm like, I want more every time they're over with, like a lot more.
Yeah.
That's
Are there any specific versions of Loki you're wanting to see in the show?
Any? Honestly, honestly, what I want is to see I want Chris Hemsworth to show up for at least a 5-minute cameo, brand new, and I want him to be pathetic and small.
Yeah, that's
okay. Like the inverse,
like that, or it would really be cool to see a one-armed Thor.
Like a King Thor?
Yes. Like something like that. But he's still like kind of broken, like like, I don't know. I want Loki. I want him to end the show because I don't want him to be bad. And it's kind of weird because it's like from where we were, where he jumped into now, I feel like it feels like it rushed forward quite a bit. Cause it's like, man, that Loki that escaped was not a good guy at all.
Tricky.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I think the fact that we've seen where he's been, I was like, I guess it's not too much of a far cry to say like he could change or he's not all bad.
Cool. But you got to remember too, like without spoilers. So there's parts in these past 2 episodes where this 2012 version of Loki is like brought up to speed on not only like how Loki we've seen like ends up, but
right.
like, you know, like the state of the MCU as well. But all
right.
those scenes are taken out of context.
Right.
He didn't experience it himself.
Right,
so,
right. So that's what's
so it's not like he's gone through all that character development. He sees how that story ends, but he doesn't really know how he got there necessarily. So it's not like he's a good person now.
Exactly.
You know, because he's still working an angle. So exactly. I still think there's a lot of character development to be done.
Yeah. That's what's kind of throwing me right now. I'm like, all right, where's this going? Because like I like good Loki. Like I love good Loki. Like
still a bad guy. Like
right.
Still a bad dude.
Yeah, because I mean, we're not that far off from like where he killed Coulson, you know?
Right, and he makes it a point. Owen Wilson in the show, he's just like, "You love killing. None of this is mischievous."
You've literally stabbed 50 people in the back. Well,
and he's like, "Oh, you know me. I'm just a trickster." He's like, "This isn't. You're murdering people.
Yeah, it's like you've killed people." I'm like, that is so funny, man. Like, yeah, there's some great stuff going on in there. So, I
might break down. It's over. And just binge it. I binge WandaVision, the Captain America, and that show.
They're all great. They're all great.
All great watches. Yeah, absolutely. Every single one of them has been no complaints. Honestly, I've enjoyed every single thing.
I'm hyped for Spider-Man. I really just want confirmation that they're doing the multiverse stuff now with Spider-Man.
So it's if anything is the jump off. Into the Spider-Verse set the precedent that you can tell whatever story you want with any of them.
That's honestly what I'm. The two things I'm most excited for right now is another Into the Spider-Verse movie. I'm super insanely excited to see. I told Ori about this yesterday, but the Marvel Studios X-Men designs. Like, I know it's going to be a while, but you know that's what I've been waiting for this entire time, and I would love to see a live action Ben Reilly, but I don't know if we'll ever get that or not. But so those are just a couple of things that I really want to see.
Oh man, I really hope that we get New Blade and Ghost Rider, because Doctor Strange, Blade, and Ghost Rider would be.
Oh well,
I need that.
Isn't Mahershala Ali? Mahershala is going to be playing Blade.
They've got a Blade.
Yeah, and that's going to be
the guy who played. He was Cottonmouth, right? That's the same guy who did Cottonmouth.
Yeah, it's really weird too, like that that kind of makes me wonder, like whenever you hear those like rumors, it's like, oh yeah, they're bringing the Netflix people back. I'm like, no, they're not.
No, they're not. No, they're not. And like that's fine. Like I don't need the Netflix stuff or Agent Carter or any.
Oh
of
yes,
you do.
God, I need Agent Carter back so bad. It's not even funny.
I love Agent Carter. Yeah.
God,
but, it's not.
I loved it, man. I loved it so much. Josh Smith said I'm weirdly hyped for the What If series. There's nothing weird about that at all. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me absolutely, really dude. That is gonna be super fun. That's gonna be so much fun.
Some of the episode like descriptions have come out too, like not like whole like synopses, but just like the what if this happened there, and some of them sound really cool.
Oh man, that is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to see. I want to see. I wouldn't lie. My favorite thing is gonna be more Agent Carter, and especially her as Captain Britain. I'm assuming is what they're going with. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Just because it's more Haley Atwell. I just love her. But I just want to see. I want to see that T'Challa Star-Lord.
That one's cool.
I think that design is dope. Like I'm just like, all right, man. Like that's
more figures too. Hopefully.
Yeah, that would be awesome, man. God, give me that. That Captain Britain outfit looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually pretty curious to see what they do with Black Panther 2. What they do with that series, because with the main guy dying, there's a whole section of that mythos where there's been different people who came up and were in the Black Panther role. Even
I don't know. I'll tell you right now, man. I don't envy them at all. Like having to be behind. I don't.
Yeah, very good.
That's terrifying to me, dude. I couldn't imagine being like, what do we do now? Like how do we make this right? And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but there's nothing I could really want to change from the Marvel Cinematic Universe where we are now. Would I've maybe made Iron Man 2 and Thor 2 better? That would have been great. Right. But sure. you're gonna have stuff like that. There are people out there that like those films. It's gonna happen, which is great. But it's like, oh man, I don't know. They've done so well that I guess at this point it's like we can just trust them.
Right.
I see.
Well, yeah, they're not gonna do it like a Don Cheadle, right? They're not gonna replace him.
I think they should have, though. I honestly think they should have, especially because he's only had one movie. He's only ever been a supporting character, and his best performance was in Civil War.
So what's to stop them from utilizing the multiverse?
Right.
We bring in this new T'Challa.
Right.
I think they could do something interesting with Killmonger, because they gave him a comic book death, right? So he didn't really die.
He's only showing up in What If too. So
that'd be. I mean, I like it. I liked him a lot, and I think Michael B. Jordan is great.
Like if you get that level of aggressive, like if Black Panther, instead of being this altruistic guy, the mantle gets tossed to Killmonger, who's unhappy. He's an unhappy gentleman.
I think What If Killmonger was brought back to Wakanda would be a cool episode. I don't know if that's what they're doing, but I think that would be.
What if Killmonger won the fight? Like, what if Killmonger won?
Oh, that'd be awesome. But that's a great idea. But the fact that Boseman's actually passed on is kind of
right.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of weird. I mean, maybe if it was like, I don't know, you'd have to tastefully do like the ending. You know what I mean? Like not and then go on to that, but. I see what you're saying. Yeah, what if? That would be, I mean, I'd like to see what happened, what if, on that one. If we just, we're not looking at Chadwick Boseman, we're looking at Black Panther, the character dying there, separating that bit.
Right.
But,
for sure.
Oh, man, I'm excited. I hope. Yeah. No, man. That, the What Ifs, I think the What If series has so much potential because the literal unlimited limitations. You're unlimited to do everything. Your budget is like compared to a major motion picture. It's like you could do everything and everything's gonna look phenomenal as long as of course you like animation. So I don't know. That's gonna be good. I'm excited for sure. I just don't know what else they're gonna do, and I don't understand. The one thing that threw me off was the Doctor Strange one. I can't tell. I'm not sure. I don't know if you guys have heard anything about it.
Yeah, apparently he's going to have his own storyline apart from like the What If, like one-off episodes or whatever, like outside of all that. He's going to be working with the Watcher on something, some kind of threat to the world.
We talked about this before. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So he's kind of, is that like the in-between story?
Yeah, like the overarching kind of thing, like happening in the background or whatever. Like, oh, we're watching these fun one-offs, but meanwhile, Doctor Strange like trying to solve a mystery or something.
Yeah, Josh Smith said he's a fan of Okoye and would watch an entire movie or show on her. Dude, you give me the Dora, a whole show on the Dora, and I'm in. I'm so in. Yeah. Dude, that's like what my favorite John Walker moment is watching him get his ass handed to him by the Dora.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Looking strong, John.
Look at that, and I love the American way of reaching in for a handshake, and it's like, you uncultured idiot.
Yeah.
You went in for that, like, we all shake hands here. It's like, oh.
Right.
Oh, hell.
He skimmed the Wakanda relations file, in his Captain America briefing. Mm-hmm. I got it.
I got the shield, guys. It doesn't matter. Hi.
And he calls them pointy sticks. He calls her spears pointy sticks, like a dickhead.
It's like, bro, you have a shield.
A really interesting idea too, to actually have this all female, all black, hyper effective secret agent. They're secret agents. They're spies. They're top level warriors. Hand to hand. They know how to use guns. They got friggin' sci-fi technology.
Yo, they're like female black African ninja warriors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Win. That's like a win across the board. It's like, man, and I love them. I love the stoic that stone face they can throw on when they're so like, I'm not messing around, but there still is that little bit of grace. Like, I love that that bit between them and Buck is so cool. Like, it's an interesting respect, which he knows he owes them everything, and they know he owes them everything, and yet she still honored his request. And I was like, man, yeah. Josh said they can remove Bucky's arm. I was like, that was probably one of the coolest things I've seen in the show.
He looked so betrayed too. He's like, come on.
I can't believe you guys did this. Yeah, like there's that trust again. Once again, it's like, it's like we gave you this moment. It's like, dude, watch it. Watching John try to lift himself up and that couldn't get that stick out. I'm like, oh my, hit the pointy stick that tied John down.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. I can't wait.
Poor John.
Yeah,
poor sad, dumb John.
Poor sad John. Well, guys, we wanna thank everybody tonight for coming out and hanging out with us. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more of this ragtag trio, let us know on the Instagram. Let us know here. Like, share, subscribe. Go follow all of these people on Instagram and like their stuff because it's great. They're just great people. That's all there is to it. But if there's anything,
definitely follow Ori. Ori's stuff is amazing.
Yeah,
we're trying.
Ori is definitely an up and coming photographer that has been really showing some, just excelling constantly. It's hard, man, guys. You got to remember that like I was telling him the other day, that grind, that photo grind, man. There's there's so many of them out there, but watch this one because that's the one we're telling you to watch. Watch Ori. Watch Ori. Otherwise, but don't talk to don't talk to him in person.
Right.
Don't look at him in the face.
Just watch me.
Yeah, because he'll throw you off a cliff.
He's got Dalmatians, dude. Don't mess with him.
Yep. All right, guys. Y'all